the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to it. Best thing about today, not as much wind.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little calmer today. A lot calmer today, actually.
Yeah.
Last couple days have been rough.
We're saying north wind's around 5 miles per hour, which that's just fine and dandy by me. So, happy Thursday.
Yeah. Everybody, the last 2 days, it'd be great weather if it weren't for all this wind. You know, you could just say nothing.
Yeah.
You could just choose to say that's basically saying nothing. Everybody has the exact same thought.
I said it at least 4 times yesterday, I'm sure.
Except for wind farmers. There's no one out there that's like, oh, I love this wind, man. Woo! Breathe it in. Was that my hat? You know, nobody's enjoying it.
Well,
except for those who reap the benefits.
Maybe the Go Fly a Kite group.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
That's true.
They may love it.
Have you ever seen, like, kite fighting or like kite competitions?
I've never seen it in person.
Right, well, yeah.
I've heard of such things.
So, like, Kuwait, they take their kite flying seriously. They have an international, like, kite competition every single year.
Yeah.
And
well, isn't, like, India... Wasn't it that movie... There was a movie made about kite fighting, and I believe it's an Indian movie, isn't it?
Is it a Bollywood movie? I'm not sure exactly.
I think it is.
But I know that Kuwait, they have this big, like, international festival, and people are known to, like, coat their strings in, like, razor blades.
Yeah,
and,
I know
like,
they get
glass.
all serious. And
people have died from this event. like genuinely, people have been, like, cut, like fatally.
Wow. This is humans.
I mean, yeah, but it's amazing that we found a way to make kites.
I don't care what part of the world you're from. If you're a human being, there's always people that have, hold my beer, check this out. That's just human nature. I don't care where you come from, where you were raised, where you were brought up. There's always the hold my beer, check this out, folks.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Hey, comrade, hold my kombucha. Watch this. Yeah, the Al Farsi International Kite Festival.
Al Farsi?
Al Farsi is what it's called. And yeah, it's in Kuwait. It's held every single year, and it's this big, like, it's basically like Balloon Fiesta is here, but there with kites. And yeah, like, people, like,
now, is it all kite fighting or just kites, and then there's a kite fighting division?
It's kite flying, but there have been nefarious characters over the years who have, like, in order to, like, you know, snipe competition, they were trying to, like, cut other people's, I guess, strings. I don't know exactly what the deal is.
That dirty Johnny
Wire
strings. Simpson.
God, you never cross strings. Somebody's, like, diamond coated their strings. Try to cut me this year. Ha ha! Can't pull it off.
Johnny Razor.
But then I guess they, like, lost control of the kite wire, and it, like, went down into, like, people. And, like, severed. I have to look into this because I remember, maybe this was just, like, stuff people told you to, like, be, you know, salacious or whatever, but I remember someone saying or hearing stories about people dying from these.
All right. Well, good news is no win for them today.
That's right. Suck it, kite enthusiasts. Your reign of terror is over. Here we go. Okay, this was in India.
Okay.
3 die as kite string slits their throats.
Oh, gross.
Oh, gross. Well, it's a death. What did you think it was going to be?
I don't know. I just don't want to hear about it. I just.
This is a weird headline. Giant kites kill again as Japanese festival turn into tragedy. Not again.
Wow.
If a kite was responsible for murdering a member of my family, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go to any more kite festivals.
Yeah, that would be one of the
Put it
things.
this way, I'm not going to any corned beef appreciation festivals anytime soon, all right?
Yeah.
You took my father.
Man, I just want
That's close to Halloween. We're getting dark with it.
I just wanted to go to 7-Eleven and get that kite in the bucket there, and you go and
Right? It's just a little butterfly.
yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
This is why you never kite fly when there's a fatwa on your head. You don't mess around, all right?
Man, well, it's gonna be nice today.
Yeah.
that was the point of all that.
Soak it in.
Yeah, it's gonna be
What
nice.
we're saying
today.
is not a lot of that. Not a lot of kite death. It's great news.
That escalated quickly. But
By the way, speaking of Halloween coming up close, happy birthday, Kim.
yes, my wife will be celebrating her birthday on Halloween.
31 years young this Sunday.
We're gonna have a little get together for Halloween
Nice.
and her birthday. It's actually we're celebrating 2 birthdays because Angela, Chris and Angela, her birthday's on I believe the 2nd of November. So it's one occasion, 2 3 celebrations, Halloween and 2 birthdays. So that's what
And
we're
a lot of random treats. I'm sure there's going to be I've already heard 3 different people talk about the different kinds of alcohol that are going to be involved in this thing. I'm like, oh God. It's a good thing the guy's got a lot of bedrooms. Put it that way. A lot of people sleeping it off. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
oh yeah. Where do they make that?
You're bringing a harpoon? What? When would we even use that? Part of the costume, or just to have it?
He's like, I need a gasoline as an accessory. Maybe we should leave that at home. But anyway, yeah, we'll have a little.
Your haunted house this year was great. The real fire was a nice touch. Put my hand in there, came out, it was all just dripping skin.
They're getting their notes from death match wrestling in Japan.
Right. The light corner of light tubes. I like that. I gotta go be a zombie at a haunted house in Roswell.
The Terry Funk drive.
I like that we're actually working in callbacks on this show now. Like the true fans are going to pick up on those callbacks.
All 3 of you.
That's right. Grace, looking at you, kid. Andrea, how you doing?
Speaking of Halloween, we're going to replay our interview we had with folks from American Legion Post 61 later this hour. One of the things we talked about is their big Halloween drive-through fundraiser that's going to be happening this Saturday out at First United Methodist Church. It is year number 2, bigger, faster, stronger. And we talked about that and a couple other things too. So we're going to play that interview here in just a few minutes.
We can rebuild it. We have the technology.
That's right.
We have the ability to make it bigger, faster, stronger. But we don't want to spend a lot of money. The $6,000 man. It's just a dude with a bucket on his foot.
$650.
Is that a flashlight in your eyeball? Hey, you made it work, all right?
It was on sale for $2. So we'll do that this hour. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we'll have Public Affairs Director Juanita Jennings for the City of Roswell join us here. Give us an update. Probably talking about weekend festivities out at the zoo, of course, the Fall Festival on Sunday, and other meetings and things happening around the city. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Crystal Noble with the Humane Society here in Roswell will join us. And we'll get an update on pets available for adoption, ones that aren't available for adoption, and any deals or sales or events happening through the thrift store or anything through Humane Society. So, and of course, encourage you to be a member.
Yeah, I've been extra careful with my door situation just because I own a black cat. I'm like, if you get out, dude, you're on your own. This is a bad time to be a black cat.
Yeah. I have a black and white that likes to try to bolt. But she's a bolter, but she doesn't know what to do next.
Right. She gets this.
She gets
I didn't think I was going to make it this far. Oh my God, I didn't plan this through. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap.
and then runs back inside.
Yeah, of course. It's cold and I'm lonely. I need food.
That's just like I do.
I'm just going to run to you when I need snuggles.
That's right.
Or a meal.
I'm free. Wait a minute. I won't be free.
Oh,
Get back in
I didn't ask for this.
Yeah. 7:15. I guess we should take a look at that not windy weather. Not good for kite flying. Sorry, you destructive kite flyers.
Psychopaths.
The kite man. Dun, dun, dun.
You gotta be careful with
I'm
that.
meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like the really gusty wind is over with for a while. Should be pretty nice today with our afternoon highs in the low 70s and sunshine. Upper 30s and low 40s and clear for the overnight hours, and then pretty comfortable again tomorrow. Highs 70 to 75, and we keep the sunshine. Warming up on Saturday. We're back in the mid-80s and sunny, down to 70 and sunny Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 45 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 39%. Winds out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour. Sunny and 71. That's our high today. And the best part, north winds at around 5 miles per hour this afternoon. For tonight, mostly clear. Chilly tonight, overnight low of 36. So maybe bust out the soups and the warmer, chilly night. Be a good night for some chili, maybe. Overnight low of 36. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny skies. Another high of 71 tomorrow. Winds once again light out of the south tomorrow, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, clear skies with an overnight low of 41. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10. Saturday warms up. Sunny skies, highs in the mid-80s. 85 for a high on Saturday. Winds will be out of the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies with an overnight low of 47 on Saturday night. And then Sunday, sunny skies back down in the low 70s, 73 for a high. So the 80s are short-lived. One day only Saturday, 1 day only, 85 degrees. And then 73 Sunday, and then we'll be, looks like in the low 70s for a good hunk of next week. Monday, 74, 70 on Tuesday, 72 on Wednesday. All right, it is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to take about a 2-minute commercial break, and then on the other side of the break, our interview with the folks from American Legion Post 61 talking all about the Halloween drive-thru, White Star, and Veterans Day Parade. That's coming up next. Don't go away.
High-flying action is back on the High Plains as Eastern New Mexico University men's and women's basketball is back on the hardwood. ENMU has a thrilling home slate as they welcome in conference rivals and national runner-up West Texas A&M, in-state rival Western New Mexico, and many other exciting matchups that you don't want to miss. Season tickets start as low as $50 for the 2021-22 season. Call 575-562-2153 or visit GoEasternAthletics.com for more ticket information. ENMU Greyhound men's and women's basketball. All in.
Christmas came early at Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A huge inventory has finally arrived at the dealership. Every type of Ram truck you've been waiting for. 2500s, 3500s, even some 4500s. Been looking for a new Dodge Charger or Challenger? They've got them at Richland. And don't go far looking for a new Jeep, Wranglers, Cherokees, Gladiators, even some work vans. It's like Christmas came early. But hurry, these will go fast. Richland on Southeast Main in Roswell.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $799, and our number one selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $999. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The verb form of the word run has been calculated to have almost 650 different meanings. So think about that the next time you run up your tab at the bar, and then run into a friend while you run away from the bartender. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us in studio this morning from the American Legion Post 61 family, Commander Stephen Lee and Auxiliary President Jen back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How? Howdy. Of course, this Saturday. Put it on your calendars. Put it on your list of Halloween festivities. American Legion Post 61, backed by popular demand, is
and twice its size.
That's right. Bigger, faster, stronger. We juiced it up. We put it on steroids, and so it won't pass a drug test. But it's pretty awesome.
And there's enough candy to launch the next version of Space Shuttle.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys went shopping yesterday.
We
did yesterday.
Over $400 worth of candy.
Yeah, Albertsons was kind enough to donate some of the candy
About
to us.
$100.
That's very nice of them. Absolutely. They've helped us in the past. With
They have.
They did.
Albertsons been very generous to our Post family. Big thank you to them.
Yeah, Thursday we'll be sanitizing and sorting into little baggies.
All right, the preparation of the candy.
That's right.
But Saturday night, come on out to First United Methodist Church in the parking lot there.
5 to 8.
5 to 8 p.m. American Legion Post 61 is going to have a drive-through Halloween event asking for donations. So if you've got, it's what you ever can afford. If you've got, $1, if you got $1,000, we'll take it all.
We only ask for $1. If you got more, great. But
whatever you can afford. And again, all the money we raise goes to our American Legion Post 61 family. We use it for scholarships. We use it for Memory Lawn Cemetery. We use it to help veterans when they come through. We use it like the holidays are coming up. We're going to be buying some turkeys and things.
We use it to help veterans who need our help or passing through town.
Exactly. So that's what this money's going for. So so make plans. Get your family loaded up in the car and come on through the drive-through. I think it's really cool because we have especially a couple people in our midst that have really taken this by the reins and just have
Joy and Donalita.
Joy, Donalita, and Patty, they're all very excited.
Creative juices just saturate.
And then we got
thing.
Pat. I mean, Pat likes to hang out with the alien, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So we have folks that are just having fun with this and love to have you come through, drive through. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hear tell we're pretty generous with the candy compared to other.
We do indeed have that reputation. We didn't realize we had that reputation.
Yeah, it just kind of happened, and people.
But it was like a couple days after they had people come to say, "Well, they're sure rationing the candy at these other places, and you guys are giving these full baggies." And they had people going through the line 2 and 3 times.
All right,
and. I mean, it was sometimes upwards of a 30-minute wait before you went through the thing, but you got these huge ton bags of candy.
So if you want to get in on the candy scuttlebutt, we got the good candy.
Yes.
Candy while supplies last, but we've got
a
lot of it.
And of course, if you drove through last year, you know exactly how cool it is. But drive through, it's going to be different this year. There's, like I said, it's on steroids. It's bigger, faster, stronger. So there's going to be new things and more things for you to experience at this year's Halloween.
Well, I hear tell there's a spaceship of some sort.
Yeah, there's some sort of spaceship, and there's also some like teleportation thing going on display.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah,
we're going big time.
Yeah, I haven't seen most of this stuff
I haven't
yet.
seen any
so
of it.
It's under wraps.
I get
like top
little
secret
snippets.
Yeah,
right. It's like I'll tell you, but I got to kill you. A lot of that.
They sent me a picture of the spacecraft all lit up and stuff.
It was pretty cool.
But
That's
it was
sweet.
during the day, so
you don't get
when
the
I see it
full-
at night, it's going to be really
the allure
cool.
and
Yeah.
it's going to be really
Apparently, in its former life, it was a barbecue grill of some sort.
I guess, or hula hoops involved. I don't know.
Hula hoops
Yeah,
or something. I don't
like
know.
I said, these folks are extremely
They are
creative, and I love
creative.
Halloween.
That's great. So again, it's going to be 5 to 8 this Saturday night. One night only, 5 to 8 p.m. It'll be in the parking lot of First United Methodist Church. Again, it's donation only. So if you got $1, thank you. If you got $100, thank you.
If you don't have $1, it's okay.
And if you don't have $1, no biggie. Come on through.
We're doing it for the kids.
Yeah, I mean,
someplace safe to have fun.
if you can't afford it, don't let that stop you.
One
Come
thing
down and
I
have fun
find
with us.
is, copying is a form of flattery.
That's true.
It seems that some other folks in town have some drive-throughs
Well,
this
good for them.
year.
Yes, good for them.
Anyway, they all seem to want to compete for the same time slot, but you know what? It takes about 20 minutes to go through ours, so you can still hit theirs.
It's a 5 to 8 window, and I don't think you're going to spend 3 hours going through it.
No.
Unless you're-
unless you start doing loops, which we don't mind.
Unless your car breaks down in the middle of the thing or something. But,
Well, yeah. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
You might become part of the drive-thru.
We had a couple of parents fighting over position last year. I was like,
oh, nice.
Wow, come on, guys.
Yeah.
This is for the kids.
Yeah, everybody, it'll get through.
We'll
But
get to everybody, trust
we
me.
promise you will. So if the lines gets a little long, which sometimes it does, just be patient. It'll get you through. And thank you for coming out and supporting.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a
Very
big. We
much
can't
so.
thank you guys enough. Thank you for coming and seeing it and enjoying it and getting all the
The
candy.
American
Thank you for supporting.
Legion runs on donations. So the more we get, the more we can do for your community.
So spread the word too. Tell your friends, hey, we're gonna go drive through. Grab your car and drive through with us, and maybe give us $1 or $2 or $5 or whatever. We
Wave your flag.
Absolutely, yeah, and have
Yes.
some fun, and obviously. Then you can go on to if you're going to go head over to the convention center for the city's
sure,
event, free event, or go out to Boo at the Zoo, or keep calling it Boo in the Zoo,
Ours
Night
is-
of the Living Zoo, or
Ours
any
is
of the other
better,
events.
though.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Where you gonna come first to the big, but everything's gonna be great. Have fun. Go do your thing. Visit the churches. I know almost all the churches in town have had or will be having something coming up for fall festival or something like that.
Yeah, I think they had one like last Saturday or something.
I know Country Club Road had their fall festival on Saturday.
I know
last week.
Chimera is having theirs at the same time. or
Yeah,
something,
and
so.
there was I think there was one church, I don't remember off the top of my head which one, was doing both weekends. Like they did
There
something
was
this past weekend,
Grace or something.
and they're doing something this weekend. too.
Okay, very
maybe.
cool.
Yeah. So.
And I heard that the zoo's doing it Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday for Night of the Living Zoo. That is not a free event. The one at the convention center is a free event on Sunday, the actual Halloween day.
Yeah.
But the Night of the Living Zoo is a fundraiser for the zoo.
Okay.
You can get tickets in advance at roswellconnect.com. It's very affordable, but they'll be doing trick or treating and games and face painting and all the
Nice.
fun frivolity out there too. So.
Yeah, I wish we would be able to do something like that, but the people we had lined up, they moved to Las Cruces.
Ah,
Yeah.
bad timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we still have lots of fun and interesting stuff and lots of candy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, this Saturday night, beginning at 5 p.m., we'll go to about 8 at the parking lot of First United Methodist Church. Once you get there, just follow the cars. They'll get you.
Oh,
be,
yeah.
Yep.
and there'll be
won't-
signs.
You won't be able to miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come have some fun with us. I do want to real quick touch on our White Star ceremony we had
Yes.
on Sunday.
That went really well.
Big thank you. I talked a little bit about it on the show Monday, but big thank you to Ralph Green and his family for
Absolutely.
allowing us to honor them with this. And
And the good news is they sent me the video.
Yeah, they videoed
And they,
it.
nice.
It turned out
Ralph
really
is
nice.
a pretty good amateur editor. When
I
it
noticed
comes
he
to
was
video.
quite the technician with all that camera work there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
anyway, he sent me the whole thing edited, and he's got stuff on it and whatever. I watched it the other day. It's pretty well done, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be posting it maybe later today.
Good.
But
Please take a look at it if you guys see it. It's first off tremendously. It's a rough situation for a family to kind of, especially if they're kind of been grieving through this process and maybe have put some closure on it. And sometimes participating in things like this can rehash some of those memories and things. So, first off, thank you to them for allowing us to do this. One thing I do know that, and you can kind of fill in the blanks on this one, Lee, but is Ralph is since his son's passing, obviously has been a warrior for raising awareness for soldier suicide. And
yeah, apparently his other son challenged him to do this, and he says, "Yep, I'll take the challenge."
Yeah.
And so he traveled around to different veteran cemeteries, including Memory Lawn. I haven't posted the video for Memory Lawn yet, but 22 push-ups before he starts work. Anytime he goes out to the Memory Lawn to mow or cut down brush or whatever he's doing out there, he does 22 push-ups before he starts, because that's to bring awareness to the fact that there are 22 a day we're losing. And on the 11th, I'm hoping to have a bunch of veterans, specifically our post.
On Veterans Day, the 11th.
I'm hoping to have them, and I invited the VFW, which is just called me the other day, and other veterans. I'd like to meet out at Memory Lawn about 6 p.m. On 11/11.
Yeah.
And do 22 push-ups, or as many as we could do. I
Sure.
mean, obviously, I'm not going to be doing any push-ups, but
I started thinking about, I was like, I don't even know if I haven't done it in a while.
I don't know. It's been a while.
I'm so out of shape. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, if you got Mike Winters out there and Lederhosen doing one push-up that represents all 22, there's that. But the point being,
they're sheer, folks.
We want to put a laser focus on the fact that we need to stop this. I mean, even Dagmar Youngberg, who came up from Carlsbad, shared a personal story, which I won't go into, but basically intervention works. And had an intervention not occurred on her behalf long time ago, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to help so many people.
Sure.
I mean, she's a veteran service officer now. She's out there in the trenches.
She's chewed that dirt, and now she's helping people.
She did, and I have also
thing.
found, and I didn't mean to out Dagmar on that, but the truth of the matter is, I found people that have personal experience with things, have it, Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever, or
there's a
suicide
passion behind
prevention.
what they're doing.
If you were in that situation, you tend to be a very understanding and helpful life coach.
Yeah. Well, you know exactly what that person's experiencing, because odds are pretty good you were sitting in that chair, at some point before there. And,
It kind of rolls back to the whole thing that you and I talk about almost every time, and that is a service person talking to another service person. You don't have to explain 50 million things to get to the same level.
You've already got an emotional camaraderie there, because you understand it, and
you can see it in the eyes. You can see it in there. You look at somebody and you say, I know that you know what I'm talking about.
And I don't have a lot of expertise in this, but I would imagine if you're someone that is feeling suicidal, feeling depressed, and someone's speaking your language to you, I feel like that's going to break through much easier than someone that's coming from a place of judgment, if that makes sense.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I don't even think we intend to, but we all know that suicide's bad, and sometimes when you're talking to someone and they're saying, you shouldn't do it, it's bad, and it's like, really? That's your advice to me? And we're not equipped. We don't know what to say to make them feel better.
Which is why we had the White Star ceremony as well.
And
because we wanted to honor Troy Green and his family.
Yeah.
But we also wanted to raise awareness, which is why we had Dagmar come and speak. And she provided lots of wonderful information. So
she brought
I'm
up little brochures
really
and
glad that
stuff
it
from
went
the
as well
VA.
as it did.
Absolutely.
And we had several people attend as well.
Yeah,
which
we
was
had
nice.
we had a good crowd. Now, like you said, we're going to go ahead and put it up on our Facebook and all that. Our
I
social
don't know
media,
about Facebook.
our social media, our Facebook.
Mark does the Facebook. I don't even know what he
But it'll be
puts
on
up
our
there.
website, at least there. If you get a chance, go and watch that ceremony.
RoswellLegion.org.
Yeah, I mean, it's emotional, obviously. The family spoke, and they did an amazing job in sharing their feelings and things like that. But we need the message out of this is it's everybody's business. This is when we talk about suicide, when we talk about and this is I know we're talking a military focus here because we're American Legion, but this is in general. So if you know someone's suicide,
anybody.
It's the they always say watch the signs and all of that, and you're like, great, but how and unfortunately,
one of the worst signs is the fact that there are no signs.
Yeah.
So if you see someone being negative or whatever, and then they stop.
Yeah, if it's a fast change.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
Yeah. And then, and you know, something we talked about, I don't remember if it was at the event Sunday or prior to, and I know you and I were in the conversation, and I think it was bigger, but something that when people are dealing with suicide, sometimes before it happens, the fact that they're calm and happy and jovial is a symptom, because in their brain, they finally made the decision to go forward. And now that they have a path of what they're doing, there's a sense of peace there a little bit for them. And so that's a warning sign too, that
very much.
And that's probably the one that messes with most of us, because if they get to that point and it's like, he seemed just great the day before. Yeah, you know why? Because they probably got their mind right in their head.
Clicked and
and that's it's such a thing we're still learning. We're so behind the eight ball on our brains and this kind of thing.
Yes, we are.
So we gotta till we get the information and the education, we gotta do our best to stay active, stay involved, stay alert, read the signs as best you can. I know we always want to juggle that, because people want to be left alone sometimes. You want to respect that, but at the same time, where's that balance between saving someone's life and respecting their privacy? And it's hard to navigate that sometimes. But, I mean, obviously, if it's pretty cut and dry that there's a suicide going on, there's no boundaries. But,
right.
But you feel weird. You're like, are they just in a bad day, or is this something more than I need to worry about?
Yeah,
and it's hard to understand that.
It is. And sometimes all it takes is just picking up the phone, been thinking about you, just, letting you know that, how you doing?
Yeah. And that's it. And to be honest, getting back to just being nice and treating each other like human beings, that goes a long way. Because,
it really does.
Because maybe that person's in a bad mood, and you just set that over the edge. You know what I mean? And so sometimes your interaction could positively or negatively tilt the balance in one way or the other. So if you're always nice and cheerful, and just even when it's it's people you don't know, it's even if you don't agree or necessarily, it's be civil, be nice, be.
I don't know how many times I've been in the store and someone will give me a nice compliment or even just smile at me, and it just makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the smallest acts that can make the biggest change.
Sometimes it's that person that feels lonely, and you came up and said, "Hey, how you doing today? What's going on?" That's like the moment of like, "Hey, maybe there is and maybe that's the moment that puts them in a path to recovery, as opposed to ending it." And but that's just it. We don't know, and every single person, it's going to be different. It's maybe it's something more chemical, and maybe it's more life experience. Maybe it's a combination of both. We don't know,
right?
And we don't understand that. And to be honest, science-wise, we're probably still a ways from understanding that. But in the meantime, we need to understand and treat it as such, and be aware, and that's what it is. So yes, symbolic with the push-ups and everything, but if it's keeping the reminder of watching out for this signs and
just keep
things,
an eye out on each other,
being vigilant on
right.
it, and obviously they always say the people that know best are usually family and the people are closest, but that's not always true either, because sometimes you're so far into the forest you can't see the trees from the forest, and you
nobody
can easily
wants
get
to think that their loved one is in that much pain.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to consider the fact
you
that
start
it's
creating
possible.
own excuses for them. It's
right.
like, oh, maybe just I had a bad day at work or whatever it is, and so it's easy to do that. So, but again, raising the awareness. Let's just keep it on your radar. I wish I had more answers for you, but we don't. We just don't. We don't. So.
But we do have resources. So if you have questions, there are crisis lines that can help. There are resources out there. You're not alone.
Yep, absolutely. One other thing I do want to touch on, or do you want to talk about something else before we talk Veterans Day, or you got another
let's talk Veterans Day?
All right, yes, Veterans Day, of course, November 11th
is the actual
Veterans Day. We're not doing the parade on the 11th. That's a
November 6th.
The Saturday before.
Correct.
November 6th will be the Veterans Parade. The plan is
it's going to kick off at 0600 with the Heroes 5K.
Yes.
That's the plan. Although
we'll see how that plan goes.
We're not 100% sure.
Sure.
But, and then approximately 0900, or just a little bit before, your own Mike Winters will start us off. and we will have our veteran celebration from 9 to 10.
And that'll be on the Chaves County Courthouse lawn.
Correct.
Traditional, right
between
downtown.
4th and 5th on
usually right
Main
there
Street.
at the Veterans Memorial there, in the middle of the lawn there. Yeah.
All right. If you want to be in the parade, I suggest you line up either at the Virginia parking lot behind the courthouse.
Yes.
Or you can be at the Pioneer Plaza.
Okay.
We kind of have to
Which is like right across the street from the courthouse.
Right.
Yes.
And then we'll have people out there directing, who goes in where and all that happy stuff. We don't have any pre-registration this year. We tried that a couple of years. It was just a total flop. So you want to be in the parade, just come down to be in the parade.
Yeah, come out, be a part of it. Usually we have some veterans organizations, churches and things that get involved with it, or families that want to honor veterans and
Yeah, it's a good time.
You got a family with some veterans, put them in a car with the top down and come on out and, then show them off for us.
So scheduled to appear is Tom Blake. He'll be doing some music for us. We've got
the man that sets the tone every time.
He
we've
does
got
such a
the
good
Scouts.
job.
Should be out there.
They're part of our wreath laying ceremony.
Probably do wreath laying and Pledge of Allegiance and stuff like that. We got Jack Swigert. He's going to be our primary speaker, guest speaker. He Vietnam helicopter pilot.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
He was also into publishing quite a bit, newspapers here and Las Cruces.
He's got an amazing story, and I imagine he'll share at least some of it during his speech on November 6th.
Yeah, I'm
he
really looking forward to it.
He seems to be a very dynamic individual.
Yeah, he's got a great story. We forgot to mention at the beginning that this year's Veterans Parade is themed the Vietnam era. So everything's kind of like last year, if you remember, was the Korean War. This year, Vietnam.
Right, we're kind of doing them in order.
Yeah, sort of.
I do need to mention my sponsors.
Yeah, we got some great.
Now, my top sponsor for this event this year so far has been Chimera.
Thank you to Chimera.
Oh, yeah. They donated a bunch of money this year. And others like Ballard, CVE, of course, Reineke Medical.
Yeah. They've been involved with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did that. They donated for Memory Lawn as well as for the Veterans Parade and all that stuff. And did I say Ballard? Yeah.
Yes,
Ballard
Funeral.
did. And then
CVS.
Yeah, various people up on the poster. Of course, we have thanks for Pecos Valley Broadcasting and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, Southwest Printers is actually the one doing the posters
is
for
doing
us.
the posters for us. They did the Halloween
Our
one
beautiful
this year
Halloween one here
also,
too,
but they also did our
the cameras on
Vietnam.
you guys. So. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Put it that way.
yeah. We just ordered the big poster yesterday, so we should have it by Friday, and we'll start distributing it to everybody with all the sponsorships on there.
Sweet. Very good.
So that's good.
Yeah, so put November 6th. It's the Saturday before Veterans Day. That's actually, is it 2 weeks? Is it? Because this weekend's Halloween. It's next
week from Saturday.
It's a week from this Saturday. Jeez.
Yeah, it's back to
coming
back.
up fast.
Wow.
Back to back.
And like I said, 9 a.m. is when the
Harrington's going to be out there. I guess they're bringing the big SWAT mobile.
Oh, good.
So.
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty
So-
exciting.
I've never seen it move. Well, I've seen it parked at places.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. And I was talking to Eastless about it, and he says, "Oh, it drives terrible."
I
it
saw
gets
it.
like 2 miles to the gallon.
I saw it move during the fair parade.
I didn't see
a month
that.
ago here. Yeah, it was in the fair parade.
I heard that
And
it was.
It's beastly.
Yes.
It's just
I got a chance to look at it at the Alzheimer's walk that we did the other day.
I'm pretty sure you could put a 1-bedroom apartment in one of the tires. Like
Yeah,
if
it's pretty big, yeah.
Well, those are very custom tires. Yeah.
yeah. Well, and that was, you know what? If I don't remember all the minutia when they bought that thing, but I remember part of the deal was they're throwing in tires because the thing is those tires are so big and unique and expensive.
I would imagine
Well, they're
they're
not
very
as
pricey.
big as like on Yellow Iron, but it's close.
Well, I mean, you just can't roll up the big old tires and say, "Give me a set of tires with this bad boy."
And I seem to recall my
No.
wife telling me a story. Her father, after he got out of the service as a retired E9, he busted tires, and that was kind of what he was doing for the local place. And I guess one of those big tires blew up on him and kind of injured him a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But those things are dangerous.
Yeah.
When those things blow,
it's
really
pressurized air. I mean,
well, not only that, but there's just so much steel and galvanized rubber and all that stuff in there. It's like projectiles.
Sure. Yeah. It's a little, well, not little. It's a hand grenade.
Well, I mean, it's, one of the scariest moments I ever had is driving down the interstate and next to one of those big rigs, and one of the trucks, the tires on the rear of the trailer exploded. And it happens all the time. You see rubber pieces all over the road, but when it happens right in front of you, it's like, what? Am I in a drive-by? What's going on here? I mean, the sound is
not
incredible.
to mention it's if it's a full-on blowout, it can be very dangerous as a driver too.
I have heard stories. Of course, my vehicle was not damaged or anything. It's
sure, but
frightening, especially when you're on the passenger side where it happens. But I have heard stories of them blowing up right next to you and
but even if you have like
damaging
a top-heavy
your
vehicle, that blowout can sometimes just mark you off kilter with the weight.
Well, I suppose,
that you know, if you got a taller vehicle, that blowout, it could just, if you're catching the turn the right time or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
roll you right over.
I drove a truck for a while when I was in the 90s, and I always look at that, and I don't know why, but even if I'm riding as a passenger, I will look at the tires and kind of make that mental decision of those tires okay, right? Or if not, I'm speeding on past, or I'm not going to go, or whatever.
My foot is going to get very heavy all the
time.
But so, but yeah, that thing's pretty cool. So hopefully we'll see it out in the parade, barring any mechanical issues with it between now and November 6th.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. And then, of course, afterwards, there is a gathering.
At the Wool Bowl.
At the Wool Bowl. Kind of an informal.
Scheduled to appear. There are vendors.
Yeah.
And there should be at least a couple car show people. I was talking to Larry yesterday, and apparently he's got some motorcycle clubs that want to ride with us.
Cool.
I've already previously invited the Patriot Guard. Of course, they usually
come out
finish
for
it
us,
out
and
for us. I have yet to send the email that I'm supposed to send to Captain Kessel, but I'll probably do that today, inviting the National Guard to come, but apparently they need a formal letter.
It's a government operation.
Yeah, they got to pass it up the chain, you know?
We know a thing or two about that.
Today, because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
But, it would have been nice. A couple years ago, the National Guard came out with a bunch of the big trucks.
Yeah, it was very cool.
I love when they do that. It's always fun to see the Humvees and all that. Yeah. Stuff. I even though I've seen them 100 times, I still like seeing them. It's just fun.
Yeah. It's unusual. It's something different in the day.
Yeah. And those are the cool Humvees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those
the
are
real
Humvees.
The real ones. Yeah.
All you people with your H3s out there.
Sorry. Hate to break it to you.
I laugh at you.
And there is still time if you want to sign up for the race. Apparently, this is all done online. I'm not familiar with the process, but the Heroes 5K should have a website for you to go. I think it's active.com or something.
That sounds right now that you say that. Active. I was trying to remember the site, but when you said that sounds right.
And if you still want to donate, even though I can't get your logo on the poster, we'll still promote you on the radio and stuff. But RoswellLegion.org. Or give me a call, 575-2680220, and we'll get you set up.
Yep. And then, of course, RoswellLegion.org is our official website for American Legion Post 61. The video we were talking about earlier from our White Star ceremony,
be on there.
It'll be on that website later on today.
I do need to let everybody know that Post 28 and 61 teamed up for this year.
Oh, yeah. Veterans Day is
a
joint
them out.
American Legion effort. They are hand in hand with us, making sure this happens.
And I made sure that when I was on the phone with the VFW, apparently they're reformed again here in Roswell.
Wonderful. I didn't know that.
And I invited him to the November 2nd meeting, which is the parade planning meeting here. And he plans on sending somebody.
Glad to hear that. That's,
it's been
more veteran group, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
It's been a tough sell. We've been trying to get Chavez County veterans to come out of their shell a little bit, but they really don't want anything to do with us, it seems. But we're hoping that someday we'll break the ice with them. And
very good.
I say, we got VFW again now here in town, and even Order of the Purple Heart or DAV or something like that. If you guys want to,
do they have a chapter here?
I think they used to.
Okay.
They might have one in Artesia or something now.
Okay.
But my point is, this is for all veterans. We just happen to be taking the lead on this, but we're willing to share the spotlight with any veterans organization.
Purple Heart is always, because that's growing up as a kid. That's where my mom always donated stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed like once every 6 months, if we had a furniture or clothing, Purple Heart would show up. They used to come pick up there. So as a kid growing up, I knew Purple Heart is the people you donate stuff to. I didn't even realize the whole
what it was for
behind it.
Things we need right now, though, the Post needs you to donate stuffed animals. We really need that because we need to support some of these kids, that get displaced by various legal encounters here in town.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing some donations here real soon to
Thanksgiving.
some of the Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So I know that Luprino is probably going to give us about 7 turkeys, I understand.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
But we need more so that we can donate and stuff
Yeah,
like
because
that.
we go around and we'll donate them to, just for example,
shelters.
The Roswell Refuge,
Yes,
Johnny
right.
Gonzalez's Thanksgiving event
That's
we've
exactly
donated
right.
to in the past. Is Big Brothers or Boys and Girls Club one of those?
We haven't yet, but we're
they might be
certainly,
that might be good for this year because they're
we're
doing a
certainly
Thanksgiving
open
thing.
to it.
Good.
Yeah, they're on. I know that of things going on Thanksgiving. I know they're on the list this year, so that might be one to.
We need. I hate to put it quite this way, but we need money. We need donations.
Sure.
American Legion runs on donations, but for us to do all these things, we need to be funded on the back end. Memory Lawn, we're
give us money on Saturday. We'll give you some candy.
We're fixing the fence. Yeah,
Yes.
we're fixing the fence this year at Memory Lawn.
Yeah, we got great strides going on at Memory Lawn. Big thank you to folks that have donated money to us. Just we've had because we're collecting money, and if you earmark and tell us this is just for Memory Lawn,
that's what it goes
into a special
exactly
account.
what it's
That's
for.
where it goes.
Yeah.
Right now we're working on the fence. We've got hopefully we'll get a contractor lined up pretty soon here to replace that flagpole.
Okay.
We got to fix the hands on one of the statues that somebody cut off. I can't quite understand that.
Yeah, we need a
do
hand with
that.
the hands.
Yeah, we need a hand. No, don't say that.
Oh, I'm bringing the pun.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Mike. Okay. So anyway, we need you. We need help. Now with the growing season coming or tapering down, we're not doing as much mowing as we were.
But it gives us more of a chance to work on the other
Right.
aspects.
And I do know that we've been having some folks out there shoring up some of these sunken graves. Now, we haven't got all of them yet, but we're working on them.
Okay.
As we can get to them. We just trimmed a bunch of the bushes recently. That's looking really good up front.
We've taken the cousin it bushes to something that actually looks presentable.
Yeah, and fix the
now more
garbage cans and stuff like that. Now, I do know that the owner either has or will be purchasing very soon replacement trees, I guess it is.
Yes, the cypress trees that died because
with the water situation.
Yeah, well, they had stuff stolen, and they weren't getting irrigated the way they were supposed to because
but the
people
owner's
stole stuff.
he's going to make good on those and replace those.
Yeah, good deal. But it's glad to hear we got good progress out there, folks. Wait, do they have is there another? What's the next plan?
Scheduled
I don't
planning?
know. I asked Dawn about that actually yesterday, and he
But I think we're a little busy with Halloween.
But with all that's
well,
going on.
as soon as I get it, I'll see it in our group text. I'll spread the word on the show here.
Sundays, we're trying to do Sundays more than anything else, Sunday afternoons, because we can get a lot of people to come out because a lot of our members work. So
it'd be helpful if the Cowboys were bad this year.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Well, just because there's a lot of Cowboys fans here, and if by this point they're good this year, so people want to watch them. But I figure if about this time if they were bad, everyone's fed up, so they turn off TV and just come out to Memory Lawn.
Oh, is that what it is? Maybe we should switch to Saturdays.
Fascinating.
Very good. But if you do have any questions about anything we talked about here, like you said, RoswellLegion.org is our website.
Or send me an email, commander@RoswellLegion.org, or call me.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have my Yeah, I put my phone number, my direct phone number, 720-272-1455 on the website.
Okay.
So that goes straight to me. So.
And then, of course, tomorrow night, what times are we can get? About 6, 5:30? What times everybody gather at the first night?
On Thursday?
Yeah. Oh, today's Wednesday, right?
Usually 5:30.
Yeah, tomorrow. So if you want more information or want more about being a Legion or being in the Legion,
if you show up 5:30 tomorrow night, though,
you're going to get roped into helping
You're
with candy.
going to be sanitizing and putting candy into little baggies.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We dump it all out on the table and everybody starts
you meet everybody.
We have an overseer with a whip and everything.
Yeah, sure.
And it's funny because in the background is just music going,
No. We may have some spooky Halloween music going on, though.
You went to the Wizard of Oz? I mean, really?
Something kind of work ominous.
Yeah,
Oy.
You know.
Hey, not bad.
I went a little
bridge over the River Kwai.
Yeah.
Let's go build a bridge.
That's right. Yeah. I got to go watch that movie again. It's been 100 years since I've seen Bridge on the Road.
Oh, man.
I think it's been...
It was Obi-Wan Kenobi before he was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think it's been 30 years since I've seen that movie.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow. Seems more reasonable than 100 years.
Yeah. Well.
Well, he's got that Biden speak going. You know?
I suppose.
I've been in Congress for 175,000 years.
Come on, man. All right, I'm quitting.
Yeah, me too.
9:54. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Mike.
Now for a Pecos Valley News update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Eddy County Treasurer Lori Pruitt has been made aware of a gentleman going door to door stating his name is Robert Cash and telling people that their property taxes are delinquent. He claims their home will be sold at a tax auction. He's offering to buy the property to keep it from being sold and says he will pay the taxes. Reports indicate the man is in the Artesia area but could travel to other areas of Eddy County. The treasurer's office will never send anyone door to door or call you on the phone for payment or to collect any personal information. It's been years in the making, and now officials say the first leg of a major renewable energy transmission line in New Mexico has been energized. The New Mexico Renewable Energy Transmission Authority made the announcement, saying the Western Spirit project is expected to be in operation by the end of the year. The transmission line will carry wind-generated power to the grid in New Mexico and other Western markets. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. We got some volleyball action going on tonight. And hey, what a wild district a couple of these races are turning into. For instance, Hagerman will be playing at Tatum tonight at 5:30. Hagerman's 4-1 district play. So is Tatum. Hagerman's only loss has been to Tatum. And then you've got Eunice part of the picture, too. They're 3-1 in district play. They'll be playing host to Loving this evening. Dexter at Tucumcari tonight. Dexter's 4-15, but they're 2-0 in district. They defeated NMMI. The Demons did Tuesday 3-0. Gateway Christian 18-1 at Elida tonight. That starts at 5:30. And Roswell playing on the road against Carlsbad. Goddard on Saturday at 3 o'clock will host Portales. Goddard, Portales, Artesia, all three 2-1 in district. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The global computer chip shortage cut into third quarter profits at both Ford and General Motors, with both companies having to temporarily close factories. Ford's net income of $1.83 billion fell 23% from a year ago, while General Motors' profit dropped 40% to $2.4 billion. A ransomware gang believed to operate out of Russia says it hacked the National Rifle Association. The gang, which calls itself Grief, published a handful of what appeared to be the NRA files on a dark website. The files, reviewed by the Associated Press, relate to grants the NRA has awarded. On Wall Street, the Dow down 226 points to 35,490. The Nasdaq up to 15,235, and the S&P 500 down 23 points to 4,551. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
The biggest sale in the history of southeastern New Mexico is back at Roswell Nissan.
King of cars.
With every vehicle on the lot slashed to liquidation pricing. Like a 2020 Versa slashed to under 18 grand. A 2014 Jeep Patriot slashed to under 13 grand. And a 2015 Sentra slashed to under 9 grand. And get free AirPods just for stopping by.
King of cars.
On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Roswell Skin Center, a brand new state-of-the-art facility located in the 400 Penn Plaza building here in Roswell, is now accepting new patients. Dr. Brandon Cometti and his team offer a full range of skin care services, including general dermatology, surgical and cosmetic procedures, including cutting-edge laser rejuvenation, Botox, filler, laser hair removal, chemical peels, and other non-invasive options to improve skin health and turn back the hands of time. Call and schedule your appointment at Roswell Skin Center today, 208-2509. That's 208-2509.
Talk radio has landed on the all-new 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
In the process, President Biden arrives on Capitol Hill. A gaggle of reporters shouting questions at the president at the Capitol as House Speaker Pelosi escorts him to a meeting with Democrat lawmakers. Mr. Biden hoping to win their support for his climate and social spending agenda. The original $3.5 trillion blueprint now down to around $1.75 trillion. The president delayed his departure for Europe in order to meet with the lawmakers on the Hill. Later today, Mr. Biden leaves for Rome as the White House downplays his abortion stance ahead of tomorrow's planned meeting with Pope Francis.
President Biden's support of abortion rights stands in contrast to Catholic doctrine. But White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says the president and Pope agree on many other important issues.
Poverty, combating the climate crisis, ending the COVID-19 pandemic.
She says those issues will be the centerpiece of their discussion. However, Pope Francis has made clear that the church believes abortion is murder. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Controversy over COVID vaccination rules in Contra Costa County, California, where a fast food eatery was shut down for refusing to verify that indoor diners had vaccination cards or proof that they had tested negative in the past 72 hours. Customer Spencer Von Goem says Big Brother should back off.
These mandates and this pandemic and this vaccine, it's just become like a giant excuse for the government to control more people's lives and encroach on more people's liberties.
U.S. economic growth took a hit in the third quarter of the year, falling to a 2% annual rate. Watching Wall Street, stocks are higher this hour. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 196 points. The NASDAQ ahead 93, and the S&P trading 28 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
The United Nations Crime Agency says it's made a massive drug bust as Southeast Asia's biggest ever drug seizure.
Police in Laos' northern Bokeo province intercepted a truck which appeared to be carrying beer crates. Stashed inside, they found a record haul: 55 million amphetamine tablets and over 1.5 tons of crystal methamphetamine. The regional head of the UN's Office on Drugs and Crime, Jeremy Douglas, told the BBC there's been a significant increase in drug supplies to the Golden Triangle, the intersection of Laos, Thailand and Myanmar, leading the wider region to be absolutely flooded with methamphetamine.
The BBC's Celia Hatton. The European Central Bank is keeping its pandemic stimulus efforts unchanged, even as consumer prices spike. The central banks in other parts of the world look to dial back support for various economies around the globe. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. It has been said that money is the mother's milk of politics, and that milk is flowing like a river through a closely watched gubernatorial race.
During the first 3 months of October, Republican candidate for Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin outraised Democrat Terry McAuliffe, while McAuliffe outspent Youngkin. That's according to campaign finance reports compiled by the nonpartisan Virginia Public Access Project. Youngkin closed out the period with nearly $6 million cash on hand advantage. The two candidates have already blown past fundraising records from previous Virginia gubernatorial elections. They've raised a combined $117 million through October 21st, nearly double the haul of the second highest fundraising total of the past 20 years. Keith Peters reporting.
At least one person injured, dozens of homes damaged by powerful storms pounded parts of western Louisiana and East Texas yesterday. Tornado, Lake Charles, Louisiana. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Good deuce.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday, everybody.
I just can't. Representative Omar says there's no agreement until we see Bill's text. Has anybody asked Bill to see his phone? I mean, I'm sure if you ask Bill, he'll show you his phone. There's no way the text could be that salacious.
All I think of is conjunction. The bill becomes a law, and the bill's sitting there on the steps.
I'm just a bill. I'm just a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. See, the only version of that I actually remember is the one from The Simpsons.
Yeah?
Which was like, there's a lot of flag burners who have got too much freedom. I want to make it legal for policemen to beat them.
Yeah, I didn't hear that version. But it sounds like the voice is the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man. Yeah, those Schoolhouse Rocks things. Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
Yep.
Same guy.
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is something I learned early on. You know, they always say you can like pinpoint the type of style of learner you are. I learned early on in my life, I am an audible learner. I learn things by hearing them. Usually by hearing them 5 or 6 times. To this day, because it was like, I want to say like first or second grade, I had a project or a assignment where I had to learn and memorize the preamble to the Constitution.
Okay.
And so I recorded myself saying it on tape.
Okay.
And I listened to it over and over and over again.
Nice.
To this day, I still know the preamble.
Good for you.
So thanks, buddy. I'm proud there. But no, what I'm saying is I learned things through hearing. I literally even had that thought this morning because I've been trying to think of different ways to kind of like break through with my daughter in numbers. She's great with words, sucks with numbers.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's work them into songs because I still remember learning my times tables, and again, grade school, learning my times tables through song.
Okay.
Like there was the sevens timetable, and it was like the song.
Sure.
Still to this day, sometimes when I can't remember like a certain like sometimes 4 is 20, sometimes 35. Yeah, I'll still do the song in my head.
The song in your head, yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just you learn your specific learning style, but yeah,
I think people do that with the alphabet still. Like if you're like trying to think of order, everyone in their head's going, you know what I mean? They're doing the song in their head. Yeah.
It also messed me up when I found out that the ABCs and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star are the same tune.
Yeah.
It really messes with your head the first time you figure that out.
I messed that. This is back in 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they taught us how to play the recorder.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't take to that. But the only song I could play was Hot Cross Buns, which I learned later is the same tune to Three Blind Mice.
Yep.
So, yeah. And to be honest, I'd never heard of Hot Cross Buns. I'm like, what's this Hot Cross Buns you speak of? And then I heard, dun, dun, dun. I was like, oh, Three Blind Mice.
It's the same to a point because Hot Cross Buns hits that 1 a penny, 2 a penny Hot Cross Buns part.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of the song goes into a whole key change. They all went out to the crowd and out to the fence of the coffee.
That was to keep the lawsuits from happening.
Ah, that was. You dummies want a key change? Yeah. Move it up.
Yeah.
Well played.
So yeah, that's ending.
I watched the thing. I haven't finished it, so I'm still not sure. But it posed a question that honestly I'd never thought about, but now I can't stop thinking about.
What's that?
Why is the alphabet in alphabetical order? Think about that. Why do we put the A first? Like what determined the alphabetical order?
I don't know.
But it's
no earthly idea.
It's so ironclad that, and everybody goes by it, that everything is filed that way, and you're lined up in schools that way, but nobody knows the origins.
Got to get the deep linguist experts
of
in
why
there.
the C comes after the B.
Well, and that's not just English language, and what I mean by that is like the Spanish alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've added some letters, but it's the same alphabet. You know what I mean? The A, B, C is said different, and they've added a few letters, but it too is in that same chronological order. So I don't know.
So it's like it's not like a Latin versus Germanic thing. It's I mean somehow that order was determined.
Maybe the alphabetic order, there was no order, and someone made the song and said, "Hey, we need to put these in order."
Even the name alphabet is alpha beta, so that's alpha A B. But the reason we call it the alphabet is because it's in that order. We might call it something else entirely if it was something, if it was a different order.
But how can you have the word alpha if you don't have the A to begin with? So what I'm saying is you almost got a chicken or egg situation.
Right.
What came first?
The A or the alpha?
The rules of the letters.
Well, the A itself was the alpha. That's the...
Yeah, but who decided that?
It's like, okay, for example...
I mean, if you want to keep going that route,
for example, this is another thing. Like British culture versus... Pretty much everywhere that's not America, they say Z.
Yeah?
Yeah, they say like the ZX, like for Z, instead of the letter Z, they say Z.
Oh.
Always. It threw me off when I was a kid because there's a song, like a British singer sang, and there's like a line there was, the alphabet runs right from A to Z is the line of the song. I was like, what is a Z? And that's when I found out.
Well, maybe Z.
Language is weird.
Well, it used to throw me off back in the day when I was a kid. When they taught us to write alphabets and the letters and things. And when you get to Z, they taught people how to write that different than how they taught me. And
really?
Because when I write a Z now, I write it the way old school people. It's
bottom to top.
No, it's where you got the Z, just your Z letter. But folks older than me and myself
put the line in the middle.
Put the line in the middle of the Z.
Right.
And I never, and no one ever explained that to me. They never taught me that way in school. And then I'd see letters from relatives and older folks, and they'd have the line through the Z. To this day, I put the line in the Z just because that's how other people did it. I have no reason why or any explanation. I was never taught that way.
For the longest, I did the same thing with T's for the longest time. Those little small line in the middle of the T.
On a capital.
On a capital T,
Yeah. There's one already there for the little T.
But it's like you can double cross your big T's and you single cross your little T's.
So, and I'm assuming the generations prior, that's how they taught how to write it. And so that's how, but I write it that way. Even to this day, when I'm writing just hand and I put a Z, I put that line through it. I don't know if that was just a precursor to tell people that's a Z and not confuse it with some other
is
character.
My theory, because the way people used to write, it probably looked more like a 2.
That's my only thought process behind that's why they do it, but I don't know if that's official or not.
The other thought is when you're first learning to write on one of those lines, there's the dotted line in the middle. So when you're first learning to write your letters, you start.
Yeah.
So that could be the
you never
theory
thought
there
on the primer there that you used to write your
when you're writing your big Z,
do your ciphering in. Yeah.
That dotted line is in the middle of the Z.
Maybe. Never thought about that.
You need to get us a linguist in here to answer some questions.
A cunning linguist.
A cunning linguist. Doggone right. And if you get that one, we can be friends.
The cunning linguist skills, they would help us out there.
A gifted tongue.
Yes, absolutely. I should do a rundown.
Yes, you should.
I should do the rundown. We'll get you up to date with the weather here in just a few minutes. Then here about 8:15, Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, scheduled to join us, and we'll chit-chat about Night of the Living Zoo, Fall Festival, and all the other things that are happening with the city right now. There's a bevy, plethora.
Cacophony.
Yeah.
Cornucopia.
If you will.
Oh, I will. Thank you. I think you and I both know I will.
Yes, there is a monumentous amount of things happening, so we'll chat with her about that. Later on, we'll get you up to date with the news of the local variety, along with your town hall business update and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Yeah.
I had a really, not evil idea crossed my mind this morning, but just kind of like one that mischievous for sure. The one that made me chuckle quite heartily. So I was pulling into the drive-thru at our local McDonald's. Tradition every morning when I'm taking the kids over to grandma's house.
Got to get their hash browns.
Get the 4 hash browns. In fact, the lady who I drive, she looks for my car and she's like, 4 hash browns? 4 hash browns. So we pull around, whatever. The interesting part of it though was it literally just left my head. No, there was a cone. So they have 2 lanes at the drive-thru, right?
Sure, yeah.
They had the cone in one of the lanes. So there was a good sized line in one lane.
So one of the lanes was blocked off with a cone.
Right, it was closed.
Okay.
So my mind drifts to, and I just start laughing, and my daughter's like, "What are you laughing about?" I couldn't explain it because I didn't want to sound malicious or whatever. But like, wouldn't it be fun to just get a hold of, procure a McDonald's crew T-shirt, and then just go and mess with stuff? Because that way you look official. Nobody's going to question you if you're in the Mickey D's T-shirt. Oh, it's a new employee. It's fine. You're in your 30s, I'm assuming, and you're wearing that. Cool. No, you're fine. But then I just like move that cone because that would just throw everybody's morning completely off, right? Where did you come from? Why is the speaker going off? What's happening? All because you moved one cone.
Yeah. Well, maybe. What I'm guessing is maybe there's a mechanical malfunction there.
Right.
Hence the reason it was closed to begin with. So it might create all kinds of
better. Because then you get angry people at the drive-thru.
Well, there you go.
It's a scientific fact. People are in their best moods at 5:30 in the morning. Scientific fact.
That's true. They're very pleasant,
super
nice,
patient, willing to accept as much wait time as honestly you're willing to give them.
This is true. Yeah.
Just ask them. They'll tell you.
Facts.
They got plenty of time to talk about it.
Yeah, no one loves more than being messed with than bright and early in the morning.
You got nowhere to be. The sun's not even going to be up for an hour.
Yeah. When we're all just in automatic pilot mode and it's like, I want to do the minimal amount of action time to get this interaction done with and move on with my day.
My mouth is more than I have to. I'll just talk like this until I have to come in here and go, Anna, good.
Yeah. Although I was proud of myself yesterday.
I was proud of you too, buddy.
Thanks.
Oh, why? Sorry, probably should ask.
I acted like an adult more than I normally do.
Really?
So I'm happy about.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. Call it a better mood. I have no solid answer for you on that. I just know that there was a bevy of dumb driving situations that I came across more than normal, which is weird. And I did not lose my mind over it. I did not just angrily yell out the window or shake my fist at air for no reason. I just said, "Oh, that guy must be having a bad day. I'm going to give him some." It's maybe there's a reason this guy's going 20 miles slower in the passing lane than everybody else.
So what you're trying to tell me is that you spent the entirety of yesterday not wishing cancer upon anyone?
That's right.
Well, sir.
Not one cancer wishing.
not one bequeathed.
Not sterilizations of people. None of that.
Hey, look over here. Proud of you.
Thanks.
I'll tell you this, though.
It's called growth.
I am never more self-conscious about my driving ability than when Michael P. Winters is behind me. I'm checking my rear views. I'm at 10 and 2. My posture's perfect. I'm like, this dude's gonna criticize every mistake I make.
Meanwhile, I'm just going,
Same time, though, puts a spotlight right back on you, too.
I know.
You're like, oh, I got to be the exception that proves the rule.
But here's the difference. I signal. I'm a staunch signaler.
Same.
I
signal when there's nobody behind me and question. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm the guy that's on Cheryl Lane, and I'm the only car within a quarter of a mile of me. And here I sit signaling to tell people I'm turning off.
If I don't do it when nobody's around, I'll forget to do it when everybody's around.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I'm an addictive personality. I got to be addicted to stuff.
And I believe in fully putting your vehicle in the turn lanes.
I agree with you there.
You can't do that. Shouldn't be driving. Get a vehicle you can drive and do that with. Well, I got this big truck. Can you drive the big truck? You cannot, apparently. Then don't drive big truck. Hey, it'll fit in this spot. No, it will not.
It won't. It won't. You know why? Because you're dual.
Yeah.
You're dual, E.
Yeah. It's like
you're dually unprepared for that spot. That's for sure.
It's because when we drive, that is the ultimate showing of how much humans don't care for other humans. And it's the point, and it shows people's true colors is when they drive. When you're driving, that's your true personality. Everyone else is all, because it's the right thing to say, and everyone, because eyeballs are on me. When you're driving in your own little car, I don't know what people think, but all of a sudden they're like in some bubble world. I can screw the world, and it doesn't matter to me. And that's the mindset people get in cars. So if I see that, that's where I get more mad, because I'm like, there's true colors right there. These are the fakers, the ones that tell everybody how look at me, I'm a good person. Meanwhile, in real life, I'm going to stab you in the back if you turn on me.
What's funny is the way you describe that your car, the way you are in your car is your personality, and literally my car is full of crap right now.
Well,
it's like beach towels from
now
the last
what's
time I took
inside
the kids to
the car?
aquatic center.
That's a whole nother story.
A whole seat full of broken up crackers. Oh, and this is I heard this a couple years ago, and I've used this a lot since. This is my favorite time of year because this is tiny wrapper in your pocket season.
Yeah.
Because every time you reach into your pockets, and this has happened to me at least 3 times just today, you're going to pull out a tiny wrapper from some like fun-sized candy that you either unwrapped for yourself or for your children.
I found Lil Wayne in my pocket the other day.
Yeah. Lil Uzi Vert was hanging out in my pocket watch pocket. It was weird.
No, it's just full of Werthers.
Pops it was, ay.
Just reaching there, some Werther's original wrappers. And
Right.
Is that a butterscotch?
It's all hard candies. Do you have an investment in the Brox company, sir? Or?
Oh, sorry, that one's a Luden's wrapper.
Fisherman's Friend. I had a bit of a scratch.
I like the taste.
Minty.
Oh, man. All right. It is 21 minutes after 7. Have we seen Juanita yet? I haven't heard anything. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like the really gusty wind is over with for a while. Should be pretty nice today with our afternoon highs in the low 70s and sunshine. Upper 30s and low 40s and clear for the overnight hours, and then pretty comfortable again tomorrow. Highs 70 to 75, and we keep the sunshine. Warming up on Saturday. We're back in the mid-80s and sunny, down to 70 and sunny Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 43 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 42%. Winds currently out of the southwest. Not at anything that's annoying. A just nice, calm southwest 3-mile-per-hour wind. Sunny today and a high of 71. Winds will be out of the north at around 5 miles per hour with the lack thereof of wind. Should be a beautiful day today. Tonight, clear skies. Chilly overnight in the 30s. 36 our overnight low tonight. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, much like today, sunny skies, a high of 71. Winds will be out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, skies will be clear, a little warmer, overnight low of 41 with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For you Saturday, that's downright hot for November. Sunny skies, a high of 85 expected. Winds will be out of the west 5 to 10. And although technically it's still October, it's not quite November. You're about 2 days shy, but it's November weather. Well, actually, it's not. It's 85. And then Sunday, sunny skies, back down in the low 70s, 73 for that. And it looks like we'll be floating in the low 70s for next week for a good hunk of it anyway. 74 on Monday, 70 on Tuesday, 72 on Wednesday. All right, it is 23 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for City of Roswell, scheduled to join us. We'll see if she makes it by, and if not, we'll chit-chat about other things. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Have you been dealing with stress or anxiety lately? Don't let that stop you from getting the dental work done that you know needs to happen. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental, and every day we help people just like you have a relaxing and pain-free experience with IV sedation. Just imagine a dental experience where you don't remember the needles or the drills. If that's what you're looking for, we can help. Let us ease your stress and create the best dental experience ever.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 622-4455.
Christmas came early at Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A huge inventory has finally arrived at the dealership. Every type of Ram truck you've been waiting for. 2500s, 3500s, even some 4500s. Been looking for a new Dodge Charger or Challenger? They've got them at Richland. And don't go far looking for a new Jeep. Wranglers, Cherokees, Gladiators, even some work vans. It's like Christmas came early. But hurry, these will go fast. Richland on Southeast Main in Roswell.
The demand for registered nurses continues to grow. Now is the time to apply for New Mexico's #1 ranked nursing program at ENMU Roswell. A new class of first-year students will be accepted for this coming January 2022 semester. Receive state-of-the-art training with experienced faculty who will prepare you for a rewarding career in nursing. Application deadline is November 5th. For more information, call 575-624-7401.
Kiwanis of Roswell and the Roswell Community Little Theater present the music of Simon and Garfunkel, performed by folk duo Swearingen and Kelly, Saturday, November 6th at the Roswell Community Little Theater. Fundraiser performance times will be at 2 p.m. and at 7:30 p.m. Reserve seats are $28 and VIP $40. Purchase tickets online at roswelltheater.com or call 575-513-8119. Don't miss this fundraising tribute to the magical sounds of Simon and Garfunkel by Swearingen and Kelly, Saturday, November 6th, 2 and 7:30 p.m. at the Roswell Community Little Theater.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
You don't want to bring your car to just anyone. You want to bring it to someone you know. Someone who will tell it to you straight. And someone you trust to do a quality job because they care about you. You want to bring it to Big O Tires. We're locally owned, which means we're your neighbors. And neighbors help neighbors whenever they can. Right now, save $100 instantly on select sets of 4 Big O brand tires. When you need to bring your car to someone, bring it to your neighbors at Big O Tires. Because we love giving our neighbors a great deal. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
Pecos Valley Broadcasting, the multimedia group that brings you Mornings with Mike Winters, New Mexico Military Institute Sports, Dallas Cowboys football, Roswell High, Artesia High, and Goddard High Sports is looking for a full-time account executive for the Roswell market. This is no ordinary sales job. Become a member of a veteran sales team. Your pay includes a guarantee plus commissions and is performance-based with earning potential to exceed $70,000 a year. If you or someone you know is perfect for this opportunity, submit your resume to jobs@pvbcradio.com. Pecos Valley Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The word gorilla is derived from a Greek word meaning a tribe of hairy women. Mike recommends that if you see a tribe of hairy women, you don't call them gorillas. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 29 minutes after 8 o'clock. I've not seen Wadena yet.
9.
Give it a few minutes here, but I will tell you this. Family fun does await you this Friday and Saturday night.
Me.
You. Yes, you.
Nice.
And you. And you too.
Hey. You too.
And you too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Timothy, you.
Yep.
It's waiting for you, bud.
Tim, Susie, Bob, Ted.
One Arm Steve.
Thomas.
Come on out.
Tito.
Well, maybe One Arm Steve stay home.
No, you come too.
Actually, you know what? You got a built-in costume. Come on out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Charlie. All you guys, come on out.
Hair Lip Susan.
A boy named Sue. You come too.
That's right.
Conway Twitty, Clint Black, all you guys, come on down.
One-eyed Karen.
No. Night of the Living Zoo is happening October 29th and 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. each evening out at the Spring River Zoo right here in Roswell. Bring out the whole family for trick-or-treating, fun games, and activity, all part of a frightful family fun night. You do need to get tickets. You can get tickets. My recommendation is to get tickets in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're a wee bit cheaper if you buy them in advance than you buy them at the door tomorrow night or Saturday night. Go to RoswellConnect.com. That, again, is RoswellConnect.com. That's actually the website you go to if you'd like to get, say, a season pass to the Aquatic Center or the Recreation Center or any of those kind of tickets for any event or any of the recreation side. RoswellConnect.com. You'll also find your Night of the Living Zoo tickets there, too.
Yes.
So come on out either Friday night, Saturday night, or both to the Spring River Zoo and enjoy some spooky family fun.
For the record, the zoo is always living. Just this is the night of the Living Zoo.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we're clear.
Exactly.
If you go in and nothing's living, then you might want to call somebody. There's something wrong with this water buffalo. I don't think it's sleeping.
By the way, that the peacock that kind of roams, not very amenable to wearing costumes.
No,
they tried, but wasn't
also
having it.
not a huge fan of you taking their plumery for your own costumery. It's not. It's
Yeah,
frowned
don't
upon.
do that. That A, the bird will let you know. But
Yeah.
B, that's just wrong.
He'll turn around and look at you and go. Peacocks are the most annoying birds on the planet. And I had a neighbor, this is years and years ago, that for whatever reason had a peacock.
And owned a peacock?
Owned a peacock.
Was it a male or a female?
Whatever one makes the noise.
Is it colorful or not?
It was a little bit colorful. So yeah, the male.
Yeah, males are the colorful.
Yeah, it was the
ones.
male.
The females. Are
And it was I only remember they had a few horses, a donkey, and this peacock. And that peacock would go off at all god awful hours of the morning and night.
He lived in the
Usually
city
morning.
too, by the way.
Yeah, it was actually down on Second and Sycamore. It was weird, really weird. Guy lived right next to the Stripes. No, but this is actually how we lived on the farm.
Yeah,
but which makes a lot more sense. But why a peacock? What byproduct are you getting out of a peacock?
I gotta imagine someone doesn't seek to own a peacock comes to you. Like I feel like somebody
we've
said,
acquired this peacock.
Yeah, will you take it off our hands?
That having been said,
I feel like that's what happened.
You ever had yourself a peacock egg? I'm
Did
kidding.
you eat one?
I'm kidding. I have no idea.
I'm guessing you could. I mean, it's an egg, right?
Probably.
I mean, people eat ostrich eggs. Why not
Literally, in my head before I did the bit, I was like, do peacocks lay eggs? Of course they do, right?
It's got to be. It's a bird,
they're
right?
birds. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, they're annoying as all get out.
I don't know. I've never heard people eat peacock eggs.
My granddaddy Aloysius Johnson started this peacock milk farm in 1947.
I'm kind of oddly curious because to be honest, on my bucket list of things to do in life is to eat an ostrich egg.
Right.
I see the commercial. I've seen like the like Food Network, where some diner, drive-in or dive, or one of these type shows that and like they you can cook like a whole ostrich egg and like eggs and bacon.
Yeah, there's
bacon
farms you can go get.
Yeah. But like, isn't like one ostrich egg like a dozen eggs or something, like chicken eggs?
Yeah, it's 30. It's roughly
about
30
30
eggs.
chicken eggs? Whoa.
Roughly 30 chicken eggs, yeah.
Wow.
And I only know that because I watched a YouTube show where they used an ostrich egg to cook something.
Yeah.
And they cracked it open. First of all, you need like a Sawzall to get into the thing.
Yeah, I know.
The shell is like
it's a little thicker.
Dummy thick, yeah. They look like they're normal sized. Oh, never mind. They're huge.
Peacock eggs?
Yeah. I'm trying to see. This is.
Are they talking about eating them, though?
Yeah, baking cakes with peacock eggs.
Okay.
I'll be darned. This the picture, I can't bring up a big version of it, but this is, it's a lady's hand. So roughly 2 eggs in a woman's hand.
So probably double the size of a chicken egg, maybe?
Yeah, probably 2 eggs.
Maybe double the size of a chicken egg.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, apparently you can eat them.
Interesting.
Who knew?
But I still want to do that omelet egg thing. I would love an omelet. I mean, ostrich, not omelet egg.
It sounds delightful.
But make an omelet ostrich.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ostrich omelet?
Yeah.
Like with an ostrich omelet, like with ostrich meat in it.
Ooh.
Because that's going to be harder to come by.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's legal. I guess it
Probably
would be
not.
legal.
No, just put bacon and sausage in it.
Nice. You're not going to be cruel to those animals, just, pigs.
Nah. Pig is part of every good value breakfast, man.
Tell me that God doesn't have a sense of humor, that he made the tastiest animal on the planet, also the dirtiest.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh, I know this is going to sound wrong. Happy belated birthday to your mom. I know this doesn't sound right.
It makes sense in context.
Speaking
of filthy pigs, happy birthday to your mama.
I know this is way bad, but it just triggered it. Sean's mom has raised pigs.
She's a pig farmer. So it makes sense.
But I remember.
Speaking of filthy swine, tell your mom I said hi.
I know that came out bad.
I never thought about that out of context, but yeah. When people do think of my mom, they do tend to think of pig. It pops into mind. Yeah. Matter of fact, every TikTok I've sent my mom since I've joined has been of a pig. I'll make sure to let her know you said happy birthday.
Thanks.
You can reach out and say it yourself,
I know. I don't Facebook birthday.
That's
we were talking about the pigs, and it triggered your mom's birthday was yesterday.
Speaking of nasty, disgusting.
Well, it's because she's like my pig expert online. Like she raises pigs and tells stories of the pigs, and when there's a new pig or when they lose a pig, I hear the pig stories.
Yeah.
And so I kind of follow them. So when I think of pigs, I think of your mom. Yes, I did. That's exactly what
I want that on a shirt. My mom?
Yeah, her was in the pen.
Oh.
You stood.
Oh, he waited
just for the
that
record,
joke.
Chris Whippinene stood in our door frame for a solid minute to drop a joke about my mom being in the pen. Well played, sir. Well played. I'm not even mad. I'm proud. Proud is what it is.
I play my ostrich egg joke.
Really plays in Poughkeepsie.
Mrs. Small's happy belated birthday. I don't think of you. We were talking about pigs, and that's what triggered it.
She's,
you know what though? She'd appreciate it because I know her sense of humor.
She absolutely would.
She would laugh her tail off.
She's 48 in pig years.
Yes. What is her thing with pigs, by the way? Why has she become so enamored with them?
When it was actually shortly after my dad passed. She moved to Maud, which is this tiny, terrible town in the middle of Oklahoma. And the house that she was living in had a little bit more property, so she started kind of thinking about animals to acquire. She got some chickens. She got a goat, a goose, and some other stuff.
Okay.
And then she started researching pigs. She had a friend who actually was who raised pigs as companion animals, who kind of like gateway drugged her in, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, because her pigs aren't livestock pigs.
No, she raises companion animals.
Yeah.
You know what it feels like?
Huh.
It's like that horror movie trope where you can't lose the thing until you passed it on to someone else. So that's what happened. So she saw my mom and went, oinker. Cursed my mom with it, and now she can't lose the curse until she passes the pigs on to someone else.
She's like the guardian of it, kind of like Shazam.
she's the Shazam of the companion pig world.
in the movie Shazam, where the guy's looking for the new gatekeeper guy. So does she eat pork products?
She does under protest. Like she'll eat like stuff, but never around the pigs.
Okay, so she's not like frying up bacon while
And
they're in the other room?
She doesn't take too much, or she doesn't really have a sense of humor for it either. I sent her a TikTok yesterday of a guy who was
no swine jokes.
Guy was making a sandwich and he took 2 pieces of bacon and he fed it to his pet pig. And there's a guy watching. He goes, "What?" I said that thinking my mom would get a kick out of it. No response.
No,
just nothing.
Ooh,
she looked at it and went,
"Too soon, Sean.
Just walk away." It's insensitive is what it is.
Well, then, I would like her to answer another question for me.
Okay.
Why did they put shirts on Porky Pig but no pants?
So that 40 years after the fact, you and I could sit in a room and ask.
But, I mean, you look at it, Donald Duck and Porky Pig, they always put them in shirts or coats, never pants.
There is actually a reason for that. I can't remember what it is.
Why
but
is
I've
that?
heard there's like a legitimate reason for that.
Yeah.
I have to look into it. It's an anime. It's kind of like how cartoon characters have gloves. And the reason that is because it's very hard for animators find it very hard to animate hands.
Oh.
So gloves are easy.
They slept in on hand day at art
So
class.
my guess is pants are harder to plus they have very weird backsides. Where would you put the tail?
Well,
in
maybe
pig pants?
I'd say you put the pants on the tail and you have an escape hatch for the pigtail.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Like
Google
when you
this
put
one.
a dog in pants, you put an escape hatch for the tail, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but or you chop the tail off.
Or you do like that evil demon pizza roll commercial and have two. Like if you're a stoner, that commercial started fights. I'm telling you, because it's a pizza roll or it's one of those pizza rolls or pizza bagels, one of those, and it's 2 dogs. And they're both wearing pants differently. And they're arguing about which one's wearing the pants correctly. And so dog 1 is wearing pants like humans wear pants. And it's just the back legs and the belt, and it comes here. But this other dog had a 4-legged pair of pants that you wore in all 4 legs.
In the midsection of the
and
body.
The belt, like you would if it was an upright, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so stoners are fighting now. You know, they're like, no, if it's a dog, man, the pants, they should have to get 4 legs.
That's what
man.
it is.
They
It's
should
so
have 4 pant legs.
stoners can ask why. No,
Yeah.
actually, and I love the internet for this reason because there's always an answer to your question.
Yes.
Honestly, it typically comes down to budget and time constraints. Characters wearing gloves because the designer wanted to call attention to his hands. He's not wearing pants because drawing pants is a waste of time. We're not drawing your eyes down there, so who needs it?
Quick, we need that cartoon in now. Quick, we ain't got time to put pants on Porky.
I just got an answer to my question. People in the country have peacocks as a security alarm. That actually makes sense. When someone they don't know drives and they scream and holler. That's why I have kids.
Yeah?
Same reason. Somebody breaks into my house, they're screaming. They won't shut up. I know somebody's there. And plus, you can throw the kids at the burglar as a line of defense, and that gives you more escape time.
Can you eat their eggs?
Your kids? No, I wouldn't recommend it.
They're delicious.
Would not recommend.
All right, it is 8:42. Let's go ahead and pause for some news while y'all try to go see your psychiatrist about that last segment. We're going to take a break. We'll get you up to date with commercials, also your town hall business update as well. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley News update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Eddy County Treasurer Lori Pruitt has been made aware of a gentleman going door to door stating his name is Robert Cash and telling people that their property taxes are delinquent. He claims their home will be sold at a tax auction. He's offering to buy the property to keep it from being sold and says he will pay the taxes. Reports indicate the man is in the Artesia area but could travel to other areas of Eddy County. The treasurer's office will never send anyone door to door or call you on the phone for payment or to collect any personal information. It's been years in the making, and now officials say the first leg of a major renewable energy transmission line in New Mexico has been energized. The New Mexico Renewable Energy Transmission Authority made the announcement, saying the Western Spirit project is expected to be in operation by the end of the year. The transmission line will carry wind-generated power to the grid in New Mexico and other Western markets. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like the really gusty wind is over with for a while. Should be pretty nice today with our afternoon highs in the low 70s and sunshine. Upper 30s and low 40s and clear for the overnight hours, and then pretty comfortable again tomorrow. Highs 70 to 75, and we keep the sunshine. Warming up on Saturday, we're back in the mid-80s and sunny, down to 70 and sunny Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The global computer chip shortage cut into third-quarter profits at both Ford and General Motors, with both companies having to temporarily close factories. Ford's net income of $1.83 billion fell 23% from a year ago, while General Motors' profit dropped 40% to $2.4 billion. A ransomware gang believed to operate out of Russia says it hacked the National Rifle Association. The gang, which calls itself Grief, published a handful of what appeared to be the NRA files on a dark website. The files, reviewed by the Associated Press, relate to grants the NRA has awarded. On Wall Street, the Dow down 226 points to 35,490. The Nasdaq up to 15,235, and the S&P 500 down 23 points to 4,551. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Almost everybody knows the Bible story of David and Goliath. Usually we tend to focus on a couple of things within that story, such as the size of the giant, as well as the gigantic courage of David. I wonder, do we lose sight of the most important figure in that story? Behind the scenes is David's God, a God who empowers and a God who brings victory. Most of us have some giants that need to be conquered of our own. Some of these giants have shown up out of nowhere and test us and may even taunt us. Some of our giants we've created by our own mistakes and our own sin. One important lesson from David's story is that the giant really doesn't matter, just God does. So we face our giants with courage and strength, not because of our might, but because of God's. We stand tall, knowing that victory will come with God, and we will one day see that giant slain at our feet. This calls us to do two things. We've got to show up for the battle, and we need to look up for victory. Our goal at Country Club Road is to help people conquer their giants.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
High-flying action is back on the High Plains as Eastern New Mexico University men's and women's basketball is back on the hardwood. ENMU has a thrilling home slate as they welcome in conference rivals and national runner-up West Texas A&M, in-state rival Western New Mexico, and many other exciting matchups that you don't want to miss. Season tickets start as low as $50 for the 2021-22 season. Call 575-562-2153 or visit GoEasternAthletics.com for more ticket information. ENMU Greyhound men's and women's basketball. All in.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. That means that 82% of you listening right now will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring, 82% of you will recall that ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. And 82% of you will note that you can try ZipRecruiter for free today. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. 82% of you will keep in mind that ZipRecruiter's technology finds qualified people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
Scott, is that you? Who are you talking to?
82% of you will also know that I, live with my mom. But the most important thing to note is that ZipRecruiter works. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Will you be part of the 82% who remember where you can try ZipRecruiter for free? It's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Again, that exclusive link is ZipRecruiter.com/free. How much? Free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. It's considered good luck in Japan when a sumo wrestler makes your baby cry. But who gets the good luck, the sumo wrestler or the baby? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 8:49. Got a few minutes here before the top of the hour. Next hour, stay tuned. We'll have Crystal Noble from the Roswell Humane Society join us and give us an update on what's happening over at the Humane Society. I had mentioned earlier, don't forget, Night Living Zoo's happening at the zoo here Friday and Saturday night. Don't forget also the city of Roswell will be hosting their fall festival. That will be Halloween day, the Sunday, the 31st, and that's going to be at the Roswell Convention Center. That will be taking place from 4 to 8 p.m. There'll be trunk-or-treating, carnival games, jolly jumpers, music, creepy crawlers exhibit from the Spring River Zoo will be there. The Teal Pumpkins with the Roswell Public Library will also be there on Saturday as well. That's a free event on Sunday. I'm sorry, a free event. The Night of Living Zoo, you have to get tickets for. The Fall Festival at the Convention Center on Sunday is a free event. Also with city free events this weekend out at the Roswell Public Library on Saturday from beginning at 10 a.m. They're going to have their big Dia de los Muertos celebration. That will begin at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Again, completely free of charge. Doesn't cost anything. Events will begin at 10, and they include a Mass for the Departed, a workshop on creating the ofrenda by Maria Bleth, a workshop on sugar skull and skull cookie decorating, the telling of La Llorona, I think I'm mispronouncing that, by Diana Velasco, which we had her on a week or two ago talking all about it. So go back and check it out in our video section, ksvptv.com, if you want to learn more. They also have a workshop on paper flowers and the papel picado. Live music by Jose Castillo and Jose Mena. Free face painting, and then they're going to wrap everything up with the movie, showing the movie The Book of Life as well. And again, it's all completely free. Events will get underway about 10 a.m. and just come. It's a come and go event, so if you can't make it till a little bit later, no big deal. I don't know when it ends. It doesn't say on here, but everything gets underway at 10 o'clock. If you do have any questions, if you want more information, you can reach out to the Roswell Public Library, 575-622-7101. Again, that's 575-622-7101. And big thank you to the Friends of the Library and the Hispano Chamber of Commerce for helping make this event possible at the library. I know for a fact, if you want to, of course, the Hispano Chamber, they do great stuff too, but if you're not familiar with the Friends of the Library, they are a volunteer organization, group of volunteers that they help support the library, and when they do events like this, they help out with snacks and drinks and cover some of the cost of that. Some of the help there. They also help with books as far as helping with the library's volume of books, and when they have books that are no longer in circulation, they'll take them off their hands. Sometimes they're resellable, and so they have their Books Again store, which is here downtown. You can go and buy books there at a deeply discounted prices, and all the funds from that go back to these programs like Dia de los Muertos here on Saturday. So, reach out to the Friends of the Library, too. And they, matter of fact, they do their $5 bag sales, and it's a great way to get books, especially if you're starting out for books for kids or something like that. You could literally get them a whole library's worth of books and spend hardly any money at all. It's great. It's a great organization. They do great work, but support them. And then come on out and check out Dia de los Muertos celebration. Again, that's 10 a.m. Beginning Saturday at 10 a.m. Also, don't forget on Saturday that Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Southeast New Mexico, they're having their Bowloween event this Saturday at Center City Lanes here in Roswell. This is their Bowl for Kids' Sake event. This is an annual event that prior to COVID they do in the spring every year. And then when COVID hit, they were just about to have their Bowl for Kids' Sake in 2020 there, but in April. But then all the COVID started that March, and everything got shut down from them. So they haven't been able to do Bowl for Kids' Sake since then. Well, they're doing it now. They're going to do it this weekend. So if you had teams there then, come participate. I think they have a few times left. Reach out to them. I'll give you the number here in a minute. But if you want to get involved and raise money and help out, the bowling on Saturdays, the fun part, this is their big fundraising event. This is the money they use to make the matches. It costs on average about $1,500 a year to support a match. That's including the background checks and the program and everything involved with it. So they haven't had this income in 2 years because, some people have been donating, but the numbers aren't like they were 2 years ago when before COVID hit. So come bowl, come participate. Go to their website, which is it's all the initials for Big Brothers Big Sisters. It's www.bbbssenm.org. But if you don't remember that, who does other than me? Go and just Google Big Brothers Big Sisters Roswell, Chavez County, Southeast New Mexico. Any of these will get you to that website. You'll find a Donate Now button direct if you're not available this weekend but want to help out. Or if you want some more information too and would rather talk to a live person, you can call their office at 575-627-2227. Again, that's 575-627-2227, and the 2227-2227 is BBBS. So a little help there if you need help. Remember the number. They also have Big Brothers Big Sisters for Southeast New Mexico as a Facebook page. So if you have any questions, that's a good way to shoot them out too. And of course, if you want to learn more about becoming a big and volunteering to be a mentor, or if you know a little that could benefit from the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, reach out as well. But yeah, their big events this Saturday, Center City Lanes. I think everything's going to be getting underway about 11, and they'll be going till about 7 o'clock that night out there bowling. There's 3 different bowling sessions, and so come on out there Saturday and give some money and maybe support and learn more about Big Brothers Big Sisters. So that's this Saturday. Also with the Halloween weekend here and all the fun stuff, I do want to invite you out to one of the organizations I am a part of. American Legion Post 61, they're having their big Halloween drive-through event on Saturday. It's going to be their second annual event. Year one last year was very popular and had a lot of folks come through and really enjoyed it. So year number 2, bigger, faster, stronger, more items, more things to be a part of the drive-through. Everything will get underway about 5 p.m. this Saturday, and I'll go till 8 p.m. Again, it's going to be at the parking lot of First United Methodist Church, 200 North Pennsylvania, asking for a donation. So whatever you can afford, if it's nothing, no problem. Come on through. We'll love to have you have some fun with us. But if you can afford $1 or $2 or $100 or $1,000 or $1 billion or whatever you can afford and you're able to part with and are willing to help us. If you want to know, well, what do you do with that money? I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly what we do with the money. The money gets used for multiple things. We have scholarships that we use. Some of that money, most of that we get donated, but some of that money will go towards that. Memory Lawn Cemetery, that's one of our adopted projects. We have some great volunteers and staff and folks that have been a part of this. We've had people donate money directly for that, which you can do. We will, if you give us money and say this is for Memory Lawn, we'll make exactly sure that's exactly where it goes. We also use this money, like with the holidays coming up, we'll be buying turkeys and things to give to places like the Roswell Refuge and other youth and other organizations that in our community that are doing Thanksgiving events to help others in our community. We like to buy a bunch of turkeys and get get them donated out. So that's some of what we do with this money. Anytime, once in a while, and I imagine with the holidays approaching, we'll probably see this. We get a veteran or two or someone that'll come through town and they need help. They've got some issue, a car broke down, or they need a place to stay for the night. Something happened and they need some help, and we use the money to help those folks when they need help when they come through town. Stuff like that. That's what we do with the money. We it's all we put it where we find the best need for it. So if those sound like things you'd like to support, make a donation. That'd be great. It'd be very helpful to us. Do appreciate it. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Come out way I understand it, I am not. I don't scope the candy like I used to, but the way I understand it, Post 61 is pretty generous on their candy distribution. They don't mess around, and that's just what customer feedback's been telling me. So I don't have any proof, concrete proof for you. That's the feedback we're getting from our patrons of it from last year. So definitely add it to your list of things you're going to be doing for your Halloween fun and fall festival fun this weekend. So definitely something you want to check out. All right, it is closing in on 9:00. Man, time's flying today. I don't know what it is. It's just I just woke up and now here I am, two-thirds into the show done already. Man, today's just zipping by. All right, we're going to pause for a news update. We'll talk pets next hour. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The average person spends only 10 minutes a day speaking. Many wish Mike Winters was more like the average person.
Breaking
Here's
news
Mike
this hour
Winters
from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. His visit to Capitol Hill this morning didn't last long. President Biden was there maybe half an hour.
Mr. President, are you going to have a bill in hand?
And the president had nothing to say as he emerged from his meeting with House Democrats, hoping to convince them to get behind his economic agenda. That is, big spending on social and climate initiatives. We're told Mr. Biden will have something to say soon before he departs for a global summit in Europe. The president also due to meet with Pope Francis tomorrow at the Vatican, where abortion not expected to figure prominently on the agenda.
The Pope has made clear that the church believes abortion is murder, while Mr. Biden, who is Catholic, supports the right to abortion. A White House spokeswoman says the centerpiece of their meeting will be areas of common agreement, such as poverty, climate, and the pandemic. The visit takes place amid an ongoing debate among U.S. Catholic bishops about whether the president and other politicians should be denied communion because of their abortion stance. Greg Clugston, the White House.
U.S. economic growth slowed in the third quarter, falling to a 2% annual growth rate July through September. Meanwhile, the unemployment picture did brighten a bit last week.
In another sign that the job market and economy continue to recover from last year's coronavirus recession, the Labor Department reports jobless claims dropped by 10,000 to 281,000. It's the lowest since mid-March in 2020. In all, 2.2 million people were collecting unemployment checks during the week of October 16th, down from 7.7 million a year earlier.
That's correspondent Jeremy House. New York City municipal workers who haven't taken at least one shot of the COVID vaccine by Monday will face unpaid suspension. There is concern it will take a lot of firefighters and EMS personnel off the streets. Wall Street, the Dow is up 204 points. NASDAQ ahead 146. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Why are cash-out refinances such a big deal right now? Uncle Ryan tries to teach me something.
I really feel like right now might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've just never seen a market where the rates are so low and values across the country have skyrocketed as much as they have. That combination, I remember one couple in particular, they were looking to do some home improvements at the house, but they were worried about their payments going up. Well, with rates being so low and them building up so much equity in the home over the last few years, we were able to get them the cash out for those home improvements, and their payments actually went down a little bit. Every single situation is different, but it does happen more often than you think. So it definitely does not hurt to call.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Middle Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Not licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
Shops, restaurants, and schools closed today in Moscow in a partial lockdown as Russia battles record COVID deaths and infections.
The majority of shops are closed.
Unvaccinated elderly are ordered to stay at home, all of their exemptions. Crucially, Moscow is not the hardest hit as far as hospital beds are going. In many Russian regions, this is not so. A couple of Russian regions said they're running very much to 100% capacity now. And in many regions, the authorities are saying that they will look and see whether this week of paid stay away from work will do anything to curb the infections. And there are lots of doubts that it will in such short space.
That's the BBC's Oleg Boldarev. British lawmakers set to grill Facebook and other tech giants today over how they handle online safety as European efforts to regulate social media companies gain momentum. Breaking news and analysis, townhall.com. Group of GOP senators taking aim at the president's energy policies.
Wyoming Senator John Barrasso says gas prices are up $1 a gallon since President Biden took office.
That's a 7-year high.
Barrasso says that's also true for natural gas used by about half the country.
Those people are going to be paying a lot more to heat their homes this winter. So it's really a double gut punch.
West Virginia Senator Shelley Moore Capito says prices are even higher in her state.
The White House says they're working on it. Yeah. They better be working on it.
Republicans held a press conference on Wednesday as President Biden headed for the UN Climate Summit in Glasgow, Scotland. Bob Agnew reporting.
Utility crews working to restore power to hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses in New England after a nor'easter battered the coast with hurricane-force wind gusts. Authorities say more than 300,000 utility customers are in the dark in Massachusetts. Power restoration could take days in some of the hardest hit areas. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. The rhythm, ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome, and I do mean welcome, to hour number 3 of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Stretch that like taffy.
Speaking of taffy, saltwater taffy, fan or no?
Big fan.
Okay.
Huge fan.
I am a fan as well, but more for nostalgia reasons than any other taste variable.
Really?
Like saltwater taffy to me is meh. But growing up as a kid, my grandmother loved saltwater taffy. So every time anybody remotely related or friends with my grandmother, when they go to Ocean City, Maryland, would come back with a big cigar box size full of saltwater taffy.
Nice.
And so we had it all the time. So I do enjoy it, but not because I love saltwater taffy, because I love my grandma, and when I think of saltwater taffy, I think of my grandma.
Memory.
Yeah.
It takes you back.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't know, I've just always really enjoyed it. The problem is it's a prohibitive candy.
Yeah.
In that it is prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
If you enjoy a nice taffy habit, well, congratulations on on doing so good in life.
Well, it's artisan, that's why.
Yeah, I know it's a process, and I've seen taffy, which it's incredibly fascinating. If you ever watch candy in general being made is fascinating.
It is kind of fun.
If you've ever watched people make hard candies.
Just watch that old Cliff Clavin show that was Discovery or one of those had, How It's Made or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Cliff Clavin hosted it. Ratzenberger, the guy that played
right. But I think
and he was the host of it. And
was he?
Yeah, it was probably, I think he got on that gig maybe 5-6 years after Cheers. And then he rode that gig for a little bit. And I don't know if it's still around or if he does it every once in a while.
The show Unwrapped with the guy from Double Dare.
That was Mark Summers.
Yeah, Mark Summers. Yeah. No, I believe it was called How It's Made or something like that.
No, How It's Made is a different show. Oh, that's a Canadian, and that show.
Well, maybe this was like a version of it that he hosted.
If you ever are like having trouble falling asleep at night, you usually pop on the Science Channel.
Okay.
And there's like a 13-hour marathon of How It's Made.
Okay.
And that guy's monotone voice will just drift you off into slumber as he explains how 18th century sailing ships were made.
There's a John Ratzenberger version of that show. I'm not sure what it's called. I thought it was like How It's Made, but maybe it's something different. But yeah.
Make It in America.
There you go.
That's what it was. Made in America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Made in America.
Yeah, and it's very much like that. And I think one of them was about saltwater tapping.
It ran from 2004 to 2008 on the Travel Channel.
Oh, so it's a little later than the Cheers.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, but candy making in general, what I found is the candy that nobody wants to eat is the candy that's the most fascinating to watch them make.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, like the hard candies with like the design in the middle.
Yeah.
Because the people that do that, they have to they roll out the thing or whatever, but they have to roll out every specific color. It's like you have to know.
It's like peppermints, like the little peppermints, like you get Sonic or any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them make those things, and it's the same like you're talking about here. It's almost then they roll it and put it together like some weird. Like when they make candy canes and stuff, it's the same weird.
Yeah, it's a whole like extrude out process.
Yeah.
Thing. It's crazy. By the way, thank you for bringing them up because
the candy canes?
No, Sonic.
Oh.
Which we'll get to the candy canes someday. Sonic, you don't think we know what you're doing, but we know what you did. You know what you did. We know what you did.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
You changed your mint formula.
Oh, see, I don't eat the mints. I always give them to Kim. So I don't know.
Every time you go to a Sonic, you get a mint with your order. It's
yeah.
Tradition. It's no longer the Star Bright hard candy mints. Now they look the exact same. They look exactly the same with the spiral design and everything.
Okay.
It's not those mints.
Really?
You know what they are? The consistency of one of those. I don't know what they're called. Dinner mints.
Is it like the softer?
Yes. You know those soft.
Oh, yeah. See, my wife
melt
loves
in your mouth
those.
ones. Yeah, I know.
The ones that they come in like a bowl at like fancy restaurants. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
probably not now.
They're
COVID,
those now.
Really? See, maybe because my wife loves those. So maybe she didn't say nothing because she was like
she was in.
It was happy.
Yeah,
but
that could
be honest, because that's a tradition my wife and I have had for 20 years. I don't care for those mints.
They're not.
So I whatever mints are in the bag, she gets.
Now, I'm not hating on those mints at all. I'm not hating on. I just
matter of factly, if I go to Sonic on my own, I save the mint and then I give it to her later. That's our tradition.
This is the same thing to me as. Do you remember a few years ago when Hershey's was selling a chocolate bar that was whipped?
Yes.
Whipped chocolate had the air.
Yeah, for a hot minute there, that was
popular. And now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I loved those. They were delicious. They kind of like melt. It was a unique way.
I was in the middle. I was like, they're all right. It don't feel right in my mouth.
My problem with them
is
the same. The same problem I have with the Sonic mints. It's not the flavor. I love those. I enjoy the consistency of those. They're fine. You figured out a way to put less product into it. You figured out a way to save money. Exactly. Say you sold me air. Because that's what those softer
technically,
mints
they
are.
didn't sell you anything. They give those to you.
That's what those softer mints are. Is it's a whipped hard candy.
Technically,
Essentially,
you didn't pay for that. Like you can't buy those mints there, can you?
That's not the point. Some people go to Sonic just to get the mints.
You know who we need to check?
The Star Bright people?
No. The horse. Mind that bird. Big fan of the Sonic Mint.
Oh yeah.
That's just something that we know about that horse. 40
pretty
to
sure
1,
at this point, pretty sure it's Mind That Glue.
No,
I know. There's no way
that horse is living better than you and I combined.
There's no way Mind That Bird is still alive. Really?
I saw the horse like 2 years ago. It lives here.
Is it just going on the tour circuit now?
No, they retired here. You know the whole story.
Yeah, I know the story, but I thought that the horse passed away several years ago.
What's the average? I saw it in 2020, and it was just doing fine and dandy and living large.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, I know living way better than any of us.
Oh, yeah, it's got a fat. I think they've moved since, but when I saw the digs for that horse, it's pretty sweet.
Well, I am going to enjoy a nice large breakfast of my words.
Okay.
Because Mind That Bird is now 13 years old and lives on owner Alan's Double Eagle Ranch in Roswell.
Yeah, I saw I saw it all. It's the horse loves, and the horse is kind of a ham. I'm just saying. Like when I was there was this pony that was like kind of sharing the space which apparently is a no-no anyway. That horse is a diva, man. That's real nice, but it's a diva.
Do you know who I am?
And like there was a little pony there, and there was like a group of us, and the pony was like, "Hey, I liked my ear rubbed." And as soon as someone started to rub that pony's ear, that bird's like, "This is my crowd," and kind of gave her the old heave ho, and I was like, "Wow, it's a little pony, man. Why are you being all big timing on it?" And it big timed the pony.
Yeah.
And the horse was kind of a prima donna.
When you get all the attention for all the years, you're not okay with anybody getting any of it.
But I never been more jealous of a horse than that day when I was like, so pretty much, yeah, you know what it does? It just launches around all day and does what it wants. I'm guessing when it's in the mood, they stud it out, and it's like.
It's basically a retired.
What you feel like doing today? I don't know. Stud out, maybe eat some mints and just let people pet me all day. All right.
You basically just described what it's like to be a retired NFL quarterback.
Probably.
Yeah, just sit around doing nothing. I serve my nickel, and I'm just gonna sit here, eat mints, and stud myself out.
Yeah. No, it is really cool. I got the chance. It was Leadership Roswell. We got a chance to, and they had like the trophy room with all the like the press and the trophy, obviously from the Kentucky Derby, and then seeing all the Sports Illustrateds and all the different press and articles and obviously the movie. Did you ever see the movie?
No.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. It's it's 40-1. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little too close to home for me.
I watched it, loved it. It was good. I mean, yeah, it's no big Oscar-winning Schindler's
List. It's no CB4 or anything. But...
yeah. It's not the epic cinema masterpiece that is Gettysburg.
Just eat a big ass biscuit and enjoy it.
But it's a good movie. I like it. I liked it. So, Crystal Noble.
Yes.
Will join us. Sans mints. No mints.
I'm guessing her area of expertise is not in the equine field. Although
she knows all that.
I was going to say, you deal in that now.
Equine.
You got that. You got goats. You're a regular farm girl now.
Got a cow and a donkey.
We had an animal-related question earlier, didn't we?
We had it answered, remember? Oh, and by the way, I have to shout out who answered that question.
Oh, yeah, about the...
I did not.
Peacock eggs.
Yes, because I was wondering, do peacocks, is there a use for them? And yeah, people in the country have peacocks as security alarms. Bill C. Adams texted me that. I wanted to shout him out and make sure I
Thanks, Bill.
Gave him some respect, because yeah, I had no idea.
By the way, Bill, they're waiting on your response to your text, according to the news.
Yeah. And yeah, very true.
That was a comeback from the 7 o'clock hour.
Well played.
You had to be around.
Had to be there, man. I was going to say a thing, but you know what? Yours was better. Let it hang there.
But Krista Noble from the Roswell Humane Society will join us here in just a few. We'll chit-chat about pets available for adoption, what's happening over at the thrift store. Membership, always a good decision. So we'll talk about that with Crystal here in just a little bit.
Indeed.
I want to mention, too, I had someone inquire online about candy deliveries and things, where to drop candy off. I'll be happy to take candy here if you want, and just tell me. I know that sounds bad. And I will make sure it gets to the proper authority.
Day after Halloween.
Yeah. That always shows up.
We always get our Yoda full of candy the day after.
Well, I think it was because he bought a bunch of trick-or-treating stuff and then realized no one's trick-or-treating and then just brought it down because it was all COVID.
COVID messed things up a little.
Yeah, so I think that's why. So our
morning sugar's not here.
Yeah, our 3-tiered candy thing won't be there till later.
There is one 4-day-old donut in the kitchen if you're hungry.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
By the way, Roswell Donuts, the donuts are delicious. I have a suggestion that I think you could go with. Like we got some of the blueberry cake donuts with the blueberry icing, but the icing has almost got a gray hue to it. And so I think you should rename and remarket those donuts and call them the Grays. And you do the alien theme on them. Because if you go to the hardcore alien folks, I mean, not us full hat wearing people. I'm talking the real, the real aluminum full hat people.
Not syphilis.
Not us passerby aluminum full hat people.
The guys who go
hardcore
aliens, that guy.
Those folks, they all poo-poo on the green and all that. They say they call them the Grays, and the aliens are Grays. So I say Roswell Donuts. Turn your blueberry icing cake donut and make that the
gray nut.
The Gray. And then alien it up.
I dig it.
That'd be my suggestion.
But if you do have Halloween candy that you want to drop off as a donation.
Sorry, I got sidetracked. American Legion, if you want there, I can make sure they're going to be out at First United Methodist Church tonight probably about 5:30, 6 or so. If you want to drop candy off there. Sheriff, you can drop off direct with the sheriff or give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Lay with Main Street Roswell's taking candy if you'd like to help out. But either way, if you don't know any of those folks or how to get to them, drop them off here. I'll make sure and just tell me, hey, this is for American Legion, this is for the city, this is for the sheriff.
Specify who it's for.
This is for who it is, and I'll
we
make
prefer
sure.
Reese's Cups, Sour Patch Kids. I think those little. You know what I like is what the kids love. The kids today, they love those little like the Tootsie candies, but like the ones with the little fruit filling in the middle. Oh, those are so good, and they're cheap too. Yeah.
See,
for the kids, for the
kids,
for the kids in need.
Yeah.
For the Legion.
You know me, I'm a bit of a snob.
Yeah.
I go brand name. If it ain't M&M or Snicker or Reese.
You know what I like
Reese's,
that most don't like is Bitto Honey. I love Bitto Honey. Those are like legit. Those are like some of my favorites. And most people hate them. They're like, you want my Bitto Honeys? Yeah, I want your Bitto Honeys.
Not a fan.
Really?
I'm not a fan of pretty much the Bitto Honeys. What was the caramel chewy one that was like Bitto Honey?
The Mary Janes?
Yeah,
those
Mary
are gross.
Janes.
Those are terrible.
My grandmother loved them.
Those peanut ones.
Not a fan.
Those ones that come with the brown and white stripes on them that are supposed to be like simulate chocolate, but it's not chocolate.
Yeah. Candy corns are a travesty to society. And I don't care what shape you make them or add colors, they're all garbage. I'm not a fan of sweet tarts or Smarties. I find them all gross.
I like chewy sweet tarts. I don't like the hard chalky ones.
Well, see, I like a Starburst.
Teeth.
I like Starburst. Those are delicious. But like sweet tarts and stuff, no, not so much. But you give me a Starburst, I'll eat that.
Oh, and I'll eat the tail end out of a circus peanut. I love me some circus peanuts.
Circus peanut, that's like, is that what there is to eat? All right, that's what I'll eat.
Y'all brought circus peanuts to the party? Yeah, I did. I did that because y'all don't want to eat them, and then I can be over in the corner eating my doggone circus peanuts and a happy boy.
Just not come. If you don't want to share, don't come.
Oh. Take that a whole other way. Just going to leave the room.
You just stay at home and eat your circus peanuts by yourself. And then no one wants your nasty peanuts. That dirty-minded man just got all. That's why he had to leave. He couldn't contain himself. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like the really gusty wind is over with for a while. Should be pretty nice today with our afternoon highs in the low 70s and sunshine. Upper 30s and low 40s and clear for the overnight hours, and then pretty comfortable again tomorrow. Highs 70 to 75, and we keep the sunshine. Warming up on Saturday. We're back in the mid-80s and sunny, down to 70 and sunny Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 50 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 32%. Winds, my favorite thing saying this morning, calm at the moment, and will be calm for we're done with the wind for a day or two, I think. For today, sunny skies, 71 the expected high, but the best part, northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour today. Tonight, clear skies, going to be chilly. 36 our overnight low, so not quite freezing, but you can smell it from here. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. I imagine your upper elevations, you're going to get freezing mornings tonight, I'm guessing, but us down in the valley, not so much. For Friday, much like today, sunny and 71. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, a little bit warmer, clear skies with an overnight low of 41. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Weekend, someone forgot to tell Saturday that it's the fall. Sunny skies, a high of 85 on Saturday. Winds will be out of the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday night, clear skies, overnight low of 47. And then the warmth is short-lived because Sunday we're back down to 73 and sunny. So it's Saturday, 85 on Saturday, and then back down in the 70s on Sunday. And it looks like next week we'll be floating in the mid to low 70s, 74 on Monday. 72 on Tuesday, 71 on Wednesday. So not too bad. Just got that weird 85 tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. I'm sorry. Today's Thursday, right? My brain's all over the place this week. All right. It is 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. We got a 3-minute break. We'll go ahead and take that right now. And then on the other side, we'll talk Roswell Humane Society with Crystal Noble. Don't go away.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and Fiero 106.1 FM for a live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. It's time once again to paint Roswell Honda pink, and that means for every vehicle sold, Roswell Honda will donate $50 to the Chavez County Cancer Fund. Plus, vendors on hand with some great pink merchandise, door prizes, giveaways, and more. We'll have tasty hot dogs and ice-cold Pepsis, and register for your chance to win one of 3 Michael Kors designer purses and a pink Keurig coffee machine. Drawing at 1 must be present to win. See you Saturday at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
When you get home this evening, take a look at your furniture. If you're like most people, you never intended to keep it this long. But there it is, the same old furniture. So hurry to Glenn's Furniture and give your home a brand new look. Right now at Glenn's, everything in the store is specially priced, including stylish power reclining sofas and love seats, smart and practical dinettes and dining tables, and the latest sleep technology for your bedroom. Delivery is always free at Glenn's Furniture at Union and Alameda, helping people change for the better since 1953.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company. But come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam gung and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious new soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
Come see the balloons. Come hear the tunes. It's Artesia's annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 5th through the 7th. Weather permitting, the hot air balloons will launch from Eagle Draw between the blocks of Roselawn and 13th Street, 7 a.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. Sunday. For more info, call the Chamber at 746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Balloons and Tunes in Artesia, New Mexico, November 5th through 7th. Join your friends. And paid by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Pecos Valley Broadcasting, the multimedia group that brings you Mornings with Mike Winters, New Mexico Military Institute Sports, Dallas Cowboys football, Roswell High, Artesia High, and Goddard High Sports is looking for a full-time account executive for the Roswell market. This is no ordinary sales job. Become a member of a veteran sales team. Your pay includes a guarantee plus commissions and is performance-based with earning potential to exceed $70,000 a year. If you or someone you know is perfect for this opportunity, submit your resume to jobs@pvbcradio.com. Pecos Valley Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suits or the astronauts? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 26 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Humane Society, Crystal Noble back with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. Enjoying the cooler temps without the blasting wind.
It's nice. Yeah, this is the perfect day. Like yesterday would have been wonderful if I had not been for the wind. So today we kind of get that. So it's like 2 degrees cooler. I'll trade that off any day of the week. So, yeah, which is good dog walking season, good doing things. So, volunteers, if you like to come and spend some time with pets, this is the time of year to kind of sign up to do that kind of stuff and get on the list to be able to do that. You get 'tis the season where we can take the dogs outside a little bit and get them a good walk and not worry about their paws burning up on the sidewalk or anything like that.
Or time frames of, they got to be inside by this time because it's too hot.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's, so if you've got a little time and you want to, and this is perfect for people that love pets but maybe live in a area where they can't have it, like they live in an apartment that is no business for a big dog or anything like that, but love big. I get you. I used to, when you're young and starting out, you take the housing you can get, not necessarily the housing you want, and sometimes you just can't have the pet that you want in there, and so it's a motivating factor to do better and get into a better house, but it still doesn't fix the need of wanting to have a pet in your life and things like that.
Your animal fix.
So this is a great way where you can kind of volunteer and come and you get the best of both worlds. You get to come down, play with the pets, get them socially interacting with humans, which is a positive for them and helps them get adopted, gets them some exercise time and all of the things, because they do spend a lot of time cooped up in the kennels there, so a lot of energy to burn off. So it's a great opportunity for the pet and for you to get to love on some pets for a little bit and be their fur babies. Let them be your fur babies for an hour or so, and then when you're done, you walk away and they'll see you tomorrow.
Yep,
it's pretty much it. It's pretty cool. So if you want the love part, but don't want the work part necessarily, that's kind of a good sweet gig there.
It is. If you don't feel like you can handle the responsibility, but you need something in your life, let us be that something.
Absolutely, and you might find it might be very beneficial for your own mental health, too, a little bit sometimes.
It can be. When you have a bad day at work and you come home and you've got them animals greeting you because they don't know what's going on. They're just happy to see you.
Every time I come home mad, within 20 minutes, usually the cats have disarmed me and got me, acting my normal stupid self. So. Yeah, they do their things, and you just shake their head, and it's like they don't care. Just love on them, and they don't care what's going on in the world. They just want to be around you. It's pretty cool.
And that goes for all animals, cats,
absolutely.
dogs.
Yeah, my dog Sissy, when I had her, that dog, I'm pretty sure her whole life was making me and my wife happy. That's all she ever cared about, wanted to do, and that's, that's a dog. If you make the animal part of your family, that's the kind of result you see. It's just what happens, when a dog or a cat or any animal for that matter, people that own raccoons or more,
horses, donkeys,
unusual animals. Yeah.
Goats are not that way. I'll tell you that right now.
No, goats are goats.
Goats are goats. But horses, they're just as much as people pleasers as, a dog. You know? They love the affection. They love the attention. They're just a lot bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, their hugs are a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, a lot bit more powerful.
But that's the bonding, and that's where you go with that. So that's an opportunity for folks if you'd like to volunteer. I know you are still looking for a full-time position.
We
at the
are still
kennel.
hiring for a full-time kennel
so
worker.
If you are looking for work, it is minimum wage, which is whatever that is now, $10.50 an hour. But it's 40-hour week job where and you're going to be doing the cleaning, making sure that the animals their needs are taken care of. That's your day-to-day job, is taking care of them, helping with making sure they get their shots and all the medical stuff. But the day-to-day, making sure they're fed, making sure they're watered, making sure their litter boxes are clean, making sure that they're taken care of, and basically being a foster parent for these pets until they find their forever parents. So.
Right, you're that familiar face that they get used to on a day-to-day basis and get comfortable with.
And so if you're interested and love doing that and need extra money, this is a great opportunity. I know with the staff there and Crystal, it's a family working environment. Everybody kind of it is a full-time job, and it's a job that doesn't have the luxury of being able to take holidays off because these are living creatures, and it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or Halloween or 4th of July or Thanksgiving. Somebody's going to have to come in and take care of the needs of the pets and things. And of course, obviously, you guys work together and all that stuff. But you will work some holidays sometimes and things. But it's not an all-day thing. It's just to kind of come in, making sure the pets are good to go, and you go back to your family and all that good stuff. So, but that's the kind of, if you love taking care of pets, love being a nurturer, this is kind of your job for you, I think,
Yeah. If you're not scared of them, because a lot of people, they love them, but in a mass quantity of them, they become scared.
Sure.
So.
Well, and my advice for you from that is act like you've been there. And what I mean by that is animals feed off your reaction. So if they sense you're scared or mad, they're going to react accordingly. But if they see that you're being friendly, inviting, the odds of them letting their guard down a little bit is better. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, and what I mean by that too is when the dog tries to show dominance, you show dominance back. You kind of, and
you don't back down and cower.
Exactly. You stand your ground. When they start barking at you, you just kind of give them nah, I'm in charge. You know what I mean? You don't get like Incredible Hulk on them, but you just remind them that you're in charge, and it's just a matter of voice inflection or just just kind of, taking command of the situation. And a lot of times once the pets understand that, they kind of like, okay, then I'm marching to your drum. Let's go. We'll do this. Some come more stubborn, others are more excited. And you're seeing the animals obviously in a stressed environment for them compared to what they would be at your home or as part of your family. So they're going to react differently sometimes than they would had they been in a more comfortable environment. And you just got to be able to handle that. So people that probably spent their lives around dogs and cats know exactly what I'm talking about. Those moments. So if you're familiar with that, this is probably your perfect job. If you love that and love working with the pets and loving on them and providing them with some skills because that's part of it too, is some of the little training and stuff that they get is probably from you guys. So because you guys work with them a little bit in their day-to-day lives, and all of that helps, once again, getting them adopted to be more used to being around people and understanding the patterns and following the routines and all that. Dogs are very routine-driven animals, so are cats, but dogs are more visible about it. And half the battle is learning your routine, and so there's growing pains with that. But the staff helps with some of that at the beginning and set some of the standards. So then by the time you adopt them, things like some tendencies, knowing when to go out, knowing when to do this, they might have some familiarity with that. You don't have to completely train them on that.
Unless you want them trained in a completely different way, then you go about that way. But
yeah,
for the
exactly.
most part, if it's a larger dog, they have access to an outside kennel, and we have a door that, we pull open so they know to go in and out of the door. So
Sure.
if you have a doggy door at home, that helps them use that.
Gotcha. Okay. But it helps them establish habits, and that's something that when you become a pet owner, you find out real quick. That's kind of how being a pet owner is all about. It's establishing habits and establishing, you think humans are creatures of habit? Wait till you see dogs and cats. They're very much creatures of habit.
And they do not like change.
Exactly. Cats
We're
more than others
adaptable
on that.
to it. They are not.
And to be honest, I find the smaller the creature, the more angry they are at change. If that's like little dogs and cats, nothing to. Usually big dogs, if they're happy, they just go with the flow. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Little dogs are going to complain about it the entire time.
And they'll let you know.
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun.
It is.
And because they also let you know everything else, too. Usually little dogs do everything in extremes. They love hard. They fight hard. They do everything hard.
They hear that leaf down the street, they're going to let you know.
That's right. They got that mindset, I'm littler, therefore I got to go big or go home every time I do something.
Yep.
And so that's how they do in every aspect of their life. So I think that's just a mindset of little dogs in general. So speaking of dogs, how are the selection right now as far as adoptable pets?
Our inventory is great. Unfortunately, we are under a parvo quarantine.
Oh, no.
Yep.
We got an outbreak?
We have had 3 in 7 days.
Okay. So that means all are on quarantine right now until we get that cleared out and through.
Yep. So that's the importance of vaccinating your animals, because we are not like other places. We don't have our true seasons. We don't have spring, summer, winter,
Sure.
fall.
So there's no real dying and incubation time. It's always lurking.
Yep. Parvo is now an all-year virus, and so is distemper. Distemper is more active in the hotter months. Parvo is pretty much all year round.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's really important to make sure if you do have animals that you do get them vaccinated according to the times when they need to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
And don't take them strange places that you're not aware of. Because you can take your animal somewhere and not know that there has been a parvo animal there. Dog, sorry. And then they contract it, and then you're tracking it everywhere you go.
Gotcha. So it can get quite tricky there on
right. Until your animal is fully vaccinated, do not take them strange places.
Yeah, that's and if you're a new or going to become a dog owner here, that's something that that's 101. When you get your pet, the dog, obviously if you adopt from the Humane Society, the dog has to be spayed or neutered, obviously depending on the gender. And then and so whenever you adopt a pet, it goes directly from the shelter to the vet of you choosing, unless obviously the pet's already been spayed or neutered, but 9 times out of 10 that's not the case.
Right.
But while you're there, that's when you also say, hey, get me, what's the schedule on the parvo for this dog? The dog get the dog this is just good ownership thing, is go ahead and have the physical done, I would even take some lab work and get, making sure everything's good to go here. Obviously, if the dog has been vaccinated with the rabies and all that, you'll know that information prior to adopting. Whatever's been done to the pet while it's been in the care of the Humane Society, you will have that information.
Right, and we always tell everybody when, you adopt from us, these are the vaccinations we've given them.
Mm-hmm.
Show this to the veterinarian, and they will guide you with what is needed
What's next? Okay.
And that way you are staying on schedule with what's recommended for that specific animal, because depending on the age, depends on whether they're going to need more shots or not.
Yeah.
But it's it's really bad. Parvo it mutates every year because we don't have a true winter that we get cold and stay cold for long enough to freeze it out.
Right.
And it spreads so easily, so rapidly, and it's hard to not contain, to contain it in an area. When I always tell people, if you have a new puppy, yes, you want to show it off.
Sure.
But because you don't know where everybody's been or what they've been exposed to, it's best to wait until your animal's got vaccinations before you start exposing it to other people.
Sure.
And you want your animal to be socialized, and puppy time is the socialization time. But after they've had at least their third set of vaccinations, that's when you should start allowing strangers to be around your animal.
Gotcha.
And socializing it and taking it like to Petco or places like that so it can interact with other people and strangers.
Sure.
But vaccinate them prior to, and don't allow them in strange areas.
Good deal.
If you're in an area that you're unfamiliar with, when you get home, clean your shoes, bleach water, Lysol yourself, so that way you're not bringing anything home to your animal.
Yeah. And I know it can be a pain in the butt there for a little bit, but once and this is why it's important to get these vaccinations, because if you do the work in the front with these vaccinations and everything, the odds of you having bigger issues with your pet down the road
are slim.
Significantly get decreased. I mean, obviously certain breeds have certain tendencies and things, so you always have to watch out for those. But typically, your average household dog, you make sure their shots are up to date and all that. They run pretty healthy, and as long as you feed them and do all the things you're supposed to, they're pretty healthy animals. I mean, like Sissy, I had zero problems with her until she got older, and then obviously the cancer and things started. But in her most of her years there, she was a bubble dog. She always falling and getting into things and all. Like she did a 12-foot dive off a thing one time and got wrapped up into a bunch of ticks and got tick fever. She went on adventures, and but as far as like the big health concerns, she was good to go because we took care of those things. And like another big one that's real easy is Heart Guard. That's the heartworm stuff. That one is one that if you have a dog. And again, follow your vet's recommendation on when you should be given and taking all those. But that's one that's very easily preventable. But if your dog gets it's not guaranteed death, but it's very
it's very treatable, but it's very expensive.
It is.
And it can be remedied easily by a simple test and then a once a month chew.
Yeah, and to be easy, to be honest, it's the easiest medicine you will ever give to a dog because they bake it like some kind of cookie. And I've yet to meet a dog that hasn't wolfed it down and want more of them afterwards. That your problem's actually the other way, is just because you usually want more than one, but you only give them one a month for like 6 months or whatever whatever comes in the.
Once you test them and you start them on Heart Guard, you keep them on Heart Guard.
Yeah, and it's a monthly thing.
Yeah,
because the moment you take them off,
you have to retest.
You have to retest because the medicine that prevents it, I guess, is bad for a dog that's already been diagnosed with it, and then they give it to him. It might kill him, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
But
you're accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so that's why you get the test first. But I know this is a lot to take in. All I'm just saying is and ask. This is the questions. I know, if you're like, I've never owned a dog, but I didn't realize there was this much involved. If you're willing to accept the responsibility, ask. That's what. Talk to Crystal. Talk to any of the staff there. They're all pet lovers. That's why they're part of the Humane Society. They don't, either as a volunteer or paid employee, they're there because they love pets. And so all of them are well versed on how to be a pet owner. And be a pet owner. So don't hesitate to ask them and say, hey, I'm not experiencing this. I want to do it right. What should I do? And they'll they'll give you all kinds of great advice and information on what to do next and how to do that. And whatever you don't find out there, talk to your veterinarian. Your veterinarian's got a wealth of information. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm sure vets are like any other business. They're gonna try to upsell you on things and all that. But at the same time, they'll give you the straight skinny on what things you need to be doing and what's, we live in a world now where everything gets more complicated. I mean, now, when I was a kid, we used to joke, what do you imagine if dogs got insurance for healthcare? Now that's a thing. And that's not a weird, unusual thing. It's more commonplace than we think sometimes. Granted, I'm thinking a certain clientele are ones that get insurance on their pets, people that are more fluent than others. Most of us were probably like, yeah, I'm not doing that yet. But, it's there. It's a real thing.
If you have a very sick animal that requires some extra medical attention, sure, I think that'd be a benefit to help you save money in the long run.
Sure.
But if you have a healthy animal that just goes to the vet for routine checkups or occasionally
vaccinations and all that.
Yeah, bumps himself into the wall, I don't think that you need to spend the whatever it is a month to cover it.
Yeah. But if you got one of those dogs that are constantly in need of attention.
Bulldogs, they're prone to medical diseases, pugs.
Anything with a smushed in face.
Yes. Pretty much. Anything that hit the wall running at 90.
Yeah, any of those breeds of dogs have a smushed in face. They usually have respiratory issues and things like that. But here's another. If you're a big dog owner, odds are almost always hip issues
hip
and
dysplasia.
things. German Shepherds, Labs, any big dog really that's especially your working breeds, I guess you could say. Those are all known for hip issues.
Even some of the medium-sized working breed dogs can end up with hip dysplasia because if they're running a lot and very active, that, puts wear and tear on their body. So hip dysplasia is, from 40-pound, 50-pound dogs and up.
Yeah. I would think like German Shepherds see it more because they kind of have that
sway back.
Yeah, and they're always in a pouncing, like even when they're walking and standing, they always look like they're in a pouncing stance. You know what I mean?
It's just their body structure.
Is it?
Yeah.
It just looks like they're about ready to leap every time. And so it's like they're always in that kind of hunched down look.
They're built that way. Their back legs are shorter than their front legs.
Okay.
So they stand like, it looks like they're ready to launch.
Yeah, that's exactly what and I was like, it's got to be bad on their hips.
Now, if they didn't have the back knee, the way the back knees are designed, and it was straight like the front leg, they'd be the same height.
Okay.
Straight across.
That makes sense. I'm guessing there is a reason in their working and how they, how they're bred that way or
their agility to jump.
Gotcha.
Because if their legs are equal, they can't push off right.
Gotcha. They don't get an equal pressure push.
You got to slope to get the.
So lesson here is don't try to outjump a German Shepherd. You're going to lose.
Exactly.
Or a Jack Russell Terrier for that matter.
Man. Those are little dogs on crack.
I will never forget. My in-laws had a Jack Russell. It was a great dog and everything. But anytime we come to visit, they had a screen door that was like a half window, and then the other half was covered. And you'd get up to if the main door was open, but that screen door was closed. You'd go up, and the dog would be excited to see you. And you just walk up there. All you see is this big white hot dog thing go, and then back down, and pop up, back down, back down.
Yep. They are spring-loaded.
Yeah, they are. I mean, because Jack Russells, even the big ones are no more than a foot tall.
Right.
But they can literally do like a 6 to 7 foot vertical leap straight up from that position, and it's funny to watch when they do.
They are an actual working breed. They were bred to go into like gopher holes.
Yeah, and root out animals and for the hunters and things. Yeah, and they do it well. I'm trying to figure out where the jumping. Maybe I guess if a bird. Maybe they go into like a bird nest or something.
Maybe.
Try to rustle out some doves or something.
That was just one of the oops that happened. Hey. You put this together, put that together.
These dogs will rustle up animals, but they're spring loaded. I don't know what happened with them. You wind them up and they.
Or they're, for baby calves, to tackle baby calves, you got to jump up and grab them.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's part of the herding. They, I don't know, but they're cool dogs.
They are.
They are divas. At least the ones I've met. And what I mean by that is they're loving dogs, but they
very jealous
and demanding. Like you will pet me now, and you will do it in this fashion.
And you will not stop until I tell you to.
And if you do it in this fashion, I will grace you with my presence.
And if you're not going to do it in the fashion I want, I'm going to show you the fashion and make you do it because you're not getting away.
And I will continue to do it until you do it right. And then I'll let you go after an hour.
Pretty much.
They're cool dogs.
They are. They're fun. They just have a lot of energy. And
yeah, they're great family dogs for kids and stuff. But like you said, you got to run them. You got to, if you have, they're one of the few little dogs that need land. If that's weirdly enough, like little dogs, you can probably raise in an apartment or something, but not Jack Russells, man.
They're like a healer and a border collie. They've got to stretch their legs.
Yeah, and they're fast. Like that little black streak, brown. It was white and brown. That thing would streak like it because they lived up in Alto area, so they lived on a big patch of land out there. But elk and things would be wandering through, and then if they let the dog that dumb thing thought it could take on deer. And it would chase deer. This little Jack Russell would chase deer around the fields out there and everything. Elk. I think one time an elk said, "Yeah, right," and kind of gave it a heave ho, and didn't chase elk as much after that. But yeah.
And one thing about Jack Russells is there's nothing too big for them to challenge until it challenges them back.
Yeah. They will get up in your face, and then you whack them. They're like, "All right, never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they roll. As far as the cats go, how are they on that side?
We have a plethora.
Okay.
And everything's good with the cats. If you're interested in a cat, you're more than welcome to come in. Still doing the no black cat adoptions.
That'll be for another week here, so
until
next
November
week.
9th.
So about another week and a half here. So okay.
Yeah. But this Saturday we will be at Perk and Jerk.
Oh, cool.
From 1 to 3.
All right.
For their trunk or treat.
Oh,
I couldn't think. I was like, what is it called? Yeah, their trunk or treat's going to be like 1 to 4.
Okay.
And we'll be there from 12 to 4. We'll be there 1 to 3.
Nice. So come and meet some pets.
We're not taking pets out.
Okay.
Because
no pets.
Kids coming with the costumes and masks, we don't want to scare them.
So if you want to come and learn about pets and things,
we're gonna
make a donation. Be great.
Goodie bags for the kids.
Okay.
So, and part of it, Petco helps supply the bags for us to donate.
Oh, sweet.
They've got coloring books, crayons, membership forms.
Nice.
Doggy bags.
Little fun activities.
Little fun stuff in there for the kids. And they're big enough that they can take with them to go finish trunk or treating.
Okay.
And fill the bag.
Nice. And so when they're in a sugar coma and they wake up from that, they got some coloring books and things they can play with. And while you're there, hook up the folks over there, Perk and Jerk. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I've had more people love their coffee.
I'm a coffee drinker.
I'm not a coffee, but I'm a jerky guy, and I do enjoy their jerky. And
I wonder what made them put coffee and jerky together.
Probably, he's a Marine, so I'm sure that was his staple in life is, when you're doing Marine things, a pocket full of jerky and a big cup full of coffee probably got a lot done.
Well, that's probably all they had access
and so, to. He's kind of a flavor sommelier in there. He loves to tweak and come up with new jerky flavors and coffee too. Like I don't know, but like if he still does it, but like Huckleberry coffee, that's like one of the places you can get that. That's something it's a rare treat that's available at Perk and Jerk. I don't drink coffee, so it's not my thing. But I know a lot of people are into it. Guess I'll have to go get me some
coffee.
Yeah, but the jerky, like if you want, like he'll light you up too. Like if you like hot jerky. He's got stuff. I don't care who in your family. You got that one person. I'll, put a flaming barrel in my mouth. I love it. You got that person. He'll light that person up. Well, go in there and tell him to light you up. Go in there and tell him to light you up, and he will light you up. I guarantee he will light you up.
I'm going to go in there and be like, I need some of your lit up jerky.
I ate some of his ghost jerky on the radio one time, and that was a bad decision. I couldn't talk for a minute. I was like, I can't talk no more. Y'all have to take over. I'm just a pile of spit and goo here.
You're pile of... But we will be out at Perk and Jerk from 1 to 3 this Saturday.
Okay.
With goodie bags for the kids. They are limited, so
first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Very good.
And then from yesterday, because they opened yesterday, to this Saturday, all Halloween at the thrift store is 75% off.
Nice. So so stock up, and if you're a decor person, save money on it for next year too.
They've got a ton of decorations and a ton of costumes still.
Very good.
Kid costumes all the way up to adult costumes. So 75% off at $2.
Yeah, you could literally fund your Halloween with the change in your pocket almost.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great because, let's face it, this is all stuff we buy that we use once, again, maybe, or you use it that time and that's it. And it either sits in storage, gets thrown away, or just something happens and disappears. Why pay top dollar for brand new stuff like that? And you know that you go to the Humane Society thrift store.
And if it's like an automated decoration or outside decor, we have outlets. You can plug it in. You can try it. You can see if it works and see if you like it before buying.
You're gonna pay pennies on the dollar for it. You're gonna use it once or whatever, and then put it in storage, or donate it back, and then we're gonna sell it. And the great news is all the money that the $2 you spent on all that stuff, and the $2 here, you spend enough $2 in there, it gets quite a bit of money for the Humane Society, because every single penny that comes out of that goes back to paying for vet bills, to pay for the light bill or the heat, or paying for needs for the animals.
The water bill.
The water bill.
That's our biggest bill.
Cleaning supplies. They go through quite a few of those.
We do.
And so by you helping out there, by making donations to the Humane Society thrift store, to buying donations there, they offer and there's like if you're a frequent customer there, they have deals and discounts for folks, seniors, military. They offer these huge discounts on already huge discounted prices and things. So if you're looking for even like uniform clothing or clothing for kids,
yes,
that
they've got a ton of kids' clothes in there. The clothing is normally always on some kind of sale.
Yeah,
baskets could be on sale, hanging can be on sale, or
half
the
it's
entire
brand
clothing.
new or barely used. It's great.
A lot of the pants I get are from there, brand new with the tag still on them.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, and you paid. They were probably $50 new, and you spent what $5 on them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is why make it worse for yourself when you don't have to? And you're helping, and at the end of the day, you're helping other people by buying things you needed anyway or wanted.
Right. And if you need some new furniture, I know they just went and picked up a couch set yesterday. Real nice. They've got some Lazy Boy recliners there. The double love seat recliner. Really cool. I think they've got it for $150. And it's Lazy Boy. It's comfy.
That's great. And it's probably 10 times nicer than anything you could afford, if you bought brand new at that level. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, people just starting out in the world, whether you're, out on your own for college here or you're getting married and you're starting your life together, if you're not visiting this thrift store and other thrift stores to get your needs, you're not doing it right. Because you're when you don't have anything, especially when you're starting out and you're like, man, and you don't think about it till you're out on your own. It's because you're at home with your parents, and the toilet paper and the toilet tissues and the pots and pans and all the things that you just grab every day are there. And then you get in your own, you're like, oh, I don't have any towels. Oh, I don't have a coffee pot. Oh, I don't have any silverware.
Who auto stocks my toilet paper? Who do I go for that?
And then you go to the store to buy that, and you're like, oh man, I just spent $400 on toilet paper and utensils and things. Yep. I ain't even got to the rest of my bills yet. And then you're like, man, this being on your own stuff stinks. And you're like, oh.
I'm telling you right now, if I could go back and, not have to work and just enjoy the life of being a kid, I would.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I don't want to be a kid. I want to grow up and be on my own. Yeah, I regret those words.
Be careful what you wish for.
I take it back. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah. So this is a resource for you. Now, guess what? You just found a coffee pot. You probably paid $5-10 for it.
Yep.
Instead of about $50 or $100 or.
They get Keurigs in all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And the big lavish Keurigs that do the espresso and all the other fun stuff, they get those a lot.
Yeah.
And then they get the little bitty single cup, ones that they first started out with. But they get Keurigs. They get Hamilton Beach. They get microwaves, toaster ovens, convection ovens. They get a ton of that stuff.
And to be honest, I think you will find the quality of furniture at thrift stores is generally better built because generally speaking, used furniture, if it's older, it's better quality, because
it was built better back in the day.
Well, things were made with actual wood and instead of particle board or paper or cardboard or whatever the things you see nowadays that stuff falls apart after a couple. You get a kid that you buy a new dresser from like some big box store today and put in a kid's room, that thing's destroyed in a year because it's built out of of paper products. You know, that's the world we live in today, where you go here and you'd be like, man, this is a 20-year-old dresser, but it's made of solid wood. It's been taken care of. Or
you can sand it.
Exactly.
Put some
it's got
stain
scratches on
it.
it. No problem. Let's sand it, refinish it. Guess what? And if you, to be honest, you turn around and if you're crafty or skilled, you buy these things for like $10 or $50 there. You sand it and put a stain on it or something. You turn around and sell it for $400 or $300.
Because people want the original wood.
Exactly.
Furniture.
Yeah, exactly. Because these are products that, let's face it, were built in the time that were meant to last and not meant to sell you another one in 5 years. Or
two.
Yeah, or two or less.
Yeah.
So I just saw the time.
Oh, hey, we talk.
Well, we did. I did. I just spewed my
We talked a long time. Okay. But one more thing for the thrift store. So
Yes.
I know I'm the biggest person who hates holiday hoppers, but because we have so much Christmas items for the thrift store that they've been saving because we couldn't have the thing last year for the Christmas for the pets.
Okay.
It's next Saturday, November 6th.
Next Saturday, 1 week from tomorrow, or for Saturday.
1 week from Saturday.
Yeah.
So from the thrift store from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to be like Santa's workshop everywhere. Anything that's not Christmas will be 50% off.
Okay.
Anything that's Christmas will be marked as sold as marked, and there'll be an X on it so you know it's Christmas.
Cool.
And they're going to have their Christmas out from next Saturday all the way up until the week before Christmas.
Nice. So
And the closer to Christmas, that's when like the sales will start like 50% off and such. But
okay.
they've got so much that was donated, and we couldn't do the sale last year because of COVID, that they've got double.
Bigger, faster, more powerful than ever.
Yes.
Cool.
We've got Christmas trees. We've got toys, brand new toys in boxes. We've got a lot of stuff that's brand new that they've been saving for Christmas for the pets.
So November 6th, beginning at 10 a.m., it'll all be unleashed for
and
you
then
to
our
check
big
out.
article will come out in the paper next Friday.
Okay.
Now, we didn't plan for Parvo, obviously, but there's going to be 6 cats featured